with the damp here. Oh, no, we don't know if it's a damp here, but like we were meeting with. Ah, God, what's her name? The hot one,
That's specific.
Gruder. And we were talking about going to where the pirates are going, because they told us that the pirates are gonna dock at the station. And after we made acquaintance with Captain Zaroom something, we actually joined his crew and decided to sail out together the next morning. Otto had to kind of break his oath, or like go against his oath, so to join the pirate crew. So now he's kind of a bit restricted in terms of power. And then later that night, Zen tried to sneak into Gerda's room, which he successfully did, and that's where he met. Well, Gerda with another woman in bed, and
Womp womp.
flustered, didn't know what to do.
The tables turn.
Exactly.
He was gay.
This is not the right woman you're looking for.
Exactly.
Where did that? What was that?
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Special DM tricks I'm busting out on you guys.
Yeah.
It's like a voice. It's like a voice mod, like I was using before.
Stop ruining all my fun.
Because of his foolishness, he was chased out and was supposed to be kind of punished, but instead he kind of tried to flee.
Supposed to be beaten to death.
Yeah, but got caught while falling like what was it, 4 stories?
Yeah, I think it was 50 feet, right?
Yeah,
About 6
50
stories.
6 stories, yeah.
No problem, just walk it right off.
Yeah, you walked it off, tried to hide in the inn, but got caught there, and is now in prison, and that's where we kind of left off.
Yeah, I mean, I got kind of a lucky roll on you because you were about to get away. You were taking your clothes off, you burned them in the thing. You were doing it pretty good, but the plan to initially do it kind of fell apart, and I think your deception kind of fell through in a way. And
exactly.
They just said like, yeah, well, we're going to put you... They were just like, let me arrest you, and then you're like, no, I'm not going to get arrested. And you just like jumped right off the building, or you tried to Assassin's Creed your way out, and it didn't really work. And the innkeeper in the morning has told you guys that your friend got, came in last night. He had an arrow wound in him, and there was like 4 or 5 or 6 guards.
Yeah, I would have woken up and trampled the crap out of him.
Yeah, there is just a lot of guards here, obviously, right? This is like a military base in a way. It's not really a civilian base, I would say. There are civilian people here, but this is a group of mercenaries that works for the Vampire Lord, the Iona. And so, yeah, I mean, it's like trying to break in, I don't want to say break into Fort Knox, but it's similar to that effect, like breaking into a military base or, a medieval fortress, and someone jumps 6 stories out and breaks their leg. It's like not too hard to find the guy. But we made some rolls, and you almost got away. It was close, but I think you had like 3 HP too. You were like pretty badly wounded, and I hit you with a pretty good crossbow shot or something like that. And that's kind of where we ended up. The pirate was supposed to leave this morning with you guys, and the pirate is Drum Al-Farak.
Otto the evil? Is he evil?
Otto, what happened? Otto, are you there, buddy? I think he stepped away for a minute. I don't know what.
That's all right.
He's got the two. That's hilarious. He's got the boulder from Indiana Jones. That's what that is. No. That's hilarious.
Can I ask quickly to the bartender if we find out that Ken is missing or Zen is missing? His name is Zenihiro, right? Zenihiro. I don't even know how to pronounce the name.
Yeah, Zenordlin, but you know him as Zen.
Zunamalin, is that what you said?
Zenordlin. Just
Zenordlin.
Zen.
Okay. So I just asked him, hey, where's the little guy? Where's the little fellow?
Hold on.
I asked the bartender, what happened to the little fella that was with us?
He came in last night and he was bleeding a lot.
He was what? Sorry, what was that?
He was bleeding.
Okay. So where's he going now? He got captured. Okay.
Well, the guards took him.
All right. Well, that's mighty inconvenience. I guess I'll head over and see if I can bail him out.
Rune, I haven't said a goblin rule in a very long time.
Yeah.
Goblin rule number 66.966. Always follow the human rules, or else you end up in jail. So it seems like.
Hey, chef, give me your gold. I'm gonna bail him out.
Well,
give me your gold, man.
I actually need to get some fishing bait.
Hey, give me the gold. Hand it over. Or I'm gonna trample you.
Okay, I'll give you, and then he will give you.
Actually?
He will use Druidcraft, and he will give you a little those gold I forget what they're called. It looks like gold, but it's like a vegetable.
Hey, give me a gold. My perception's pretty high. If you try to trick me, I'm gonna kill you, man.
I thought this got a little violent, guys.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Give me the gold so I can bail him out. This is stupid.
You really think it's gonna be a gold to bail someone out?
Yeah, I mean, the guy. He didn't kill anybody, right? I mean, he just basically stuck in someplace and got caught, right?
Mm-hmm. Sounds like it.
Yeah. So give me the gold. If it doesn't work, I'll tell you it doesn't work. It's not like I'm gonna waste the gold or something.
And you owe me a gold. I give you the gold, and you owe me a gold.
Don't you have most of the party gold anyway? I thought you were trying to. How much gold do you have?
I spent most of my gold on the leather armor that we need to get back in Port Noranzaro.
Oh, you spendthrift! Don't spend money, you stupid goblin.
Oh well, I have to spend money to get us some bait because I'm the one who fishes.
Yeah, well, don't spend too much money. How much money do you have anyway? How much money does everybody have, actually, now that I think about it? We should try to pool the money, see if we can bail them out.
510 gold.
I have a lot, actually. You have more than I do, anyway.
Yeah.
What about you, Scratch?
I don't know how much my bait is.
If I did my math correctly last time I counted, let's go to just the gold, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 2,113 gold pieces.
What the hell? Well, how do you have so much gold?
I have the party's funds.
Ah, okay. I thought it was Chef holding on to it. So Chef has the least amount of gold.
No.
All right.
Well, yeah.
I'll try to bail him out with the gold I have, and then you can replace it for me if I pay for it. All right. So I'll head over to the guards and see if I can talk to somebody to bail him out. I don't know where he is. Like wherever the gaol is. They call it a gaol or a jail or a cell. I don't even know what they call it.
So are we heading over to the jail cell? Basically, we're heading to the fort, try to speak with the guards, and we're going to try to bail out Zen. Is that kind of the plan?
Yeah, I'm going anyway.
I'll go.
And I should take Scratch along. He's got a pretty good persuasion, right? My charisma sucks, so.
Yeah, my charisma's max. So
as you guys end up leaving, so we have Scratch, Odo, Chef, and Rune all leaving the inn, heading over to the fort. And as you guys are leaving, a sailor kind of comes up to you guys and says, "Hey, we're supposed to be, captain's looking for you." Looks at Odo.
We still have a couple hours, I thought. What the hell's what's with this guy?
We got to get the ship ready, though. Didn't you guys all swore last night, or was that just some drunken mistake? I've had a few of those myself.
No, we just gotta go get a friend real quick,
yeah.
and then we'll meet up with you.
Hey, buddy, you got 2 arms, 2 legs. Get started. We'll join you soon.
You have 2 arms and 4
How
legs.
much longer do we have, out of curiosity?
He says, "I got 2 arms, but I don't got 4 hooves like you, I guess, so... Yeah, okay, I'll go tell Captain that, I guess."
Yeah,
Hold on. Sir, how about this? You can take the goblin and the Sir Knight, and they can go with you first, and then once we get our friend, we will come and meet you. Does that sound good?
Scratch, you want him to take Chef and who else?
And Odo.
You want him to take Odo? So we're going to take Odo and Chef to the pirate boat, right?
Yeah.
1 moment. I need to buy some fish bait.
Ah.
Nah. I told you that I need some fish bait. I'm sorry, but if you want to starve, I can fish without bait.
I
But
saved
doesn't really work out.
myself!
Hey, well, what's the goblin talking about again? What's he saying? I can barely make out half his words.
Something about fish.
Fish bait.
We'll use you for fish bait if you don't let us go. We need to get Zen out of there quickly. Let's not waste time.
Chef, you made a pretty good fortune last night cooking up exquisite food for all the pirates and a lot of the local guard here. Got even attention of Greta. Greta knows you by name, right? They ended up buying stuff from you.
Gruta.
Yeah, Gruta. Sorry, it's Greta because it's easier for me to say, right? But Gruta, that's right. You guys end up going to the main area. I'm going to say the guards let you through. They say, yes, Gruta wants to speak to you about this. And Scratch and Rune go into the main room, the main area of the fort. You guys want me to move the models? We can. I only really want to move the models and move the stuff if we're going to roll initiative, right?
Yeah, we're not going to do any combat. This isn't a point of combat, I don't think.
It's always an option. Odo and Chef are just kind of gathering supplies and I guess getting ready to go down to the docks and join the pirates and head west for the pirate ships.
If Ken asks me to kill the lesbian lovers, I'll do that. But that's about it. So anyway,
Gruta says, "You've come to release your friend."
Sorry, Gruta's at the jail cell. Is that what she did?
Gruta is meeting you not inside the jail cell. She has not brought Zen out, right? Zen is below the thing. In fact, let's actually do something with Zen real quick. And Zen, you're in a jail cell in the dungeon, right?
Yeah.
Gruta comes and meets you before we meet Rune and them.
All right.
And I think this is my female voice.
All right.
Is this my female voice?
No.
This is the female voice.
Yeah. Oh God. So robotic.
Is it robotic?
Yeah, but it's fine.
How robotic is it?
It's like a robot trying to really, really hard to be a human.
Well, it's because my voice is very deep, so it's probably really hard for it to do. Greta's down there though, and so she's just like, "Hey, what do you say to her?" She just comes up to you in silence. Her skin is pale. She wears her full regalia armor. Her helmet's off, and her flowing white, almost blonde, bleach blonde hair flows, but you hear a rat skitter across the floor. Zen, as all your weapons and everything have been removed. You're manacled by your feet and your arms. They've given you rags to wear though. But your armor has been taken off. Zen, what do you say?
Well, there's nothing I really have to say. Just remaining quiet because they can't really prove anything.
Can't really prove anything. She looks at your scar, where they bandaged your arrow wound in your chest. She says, "So you were just out last night and just happened to get shot by a guard, right?"
Exactly. I was just enjoying the night view, kind of looking out to the ocean.
Looking out to the ocean. Make a deception roll.
Great. Deception. There we go.
He has a +5.
Yeah.
Maybe. No.
Yeah, it's
Natural
7.
2.
Hey, she might roll lower. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
It's gonna be a session where Ozzy only rolls nat 20s.
She's like, I don't believe that for 1 minute. In fact, you look very familiar. The guard said he was trying to do something and someone ran off. I think we caught the right person. But don't worry, there's something I need from you.
Oh, there is? Alright.
Well, not exactly from you, but your friend. And one of the guards, you know, up on the stairs, yells at her, and she says, "They're here." And she says, "I'll be right back."
Right. Better make it quick.
Your stomach grumbles a little bit. They haven't fed you at all.
But, okay.
She says, "I'll take my time." And then she you hear her walk up the stairs. She probably wears high heels in a certain way, you know, and with the armor, it's very stylized, you know, types of armors, very feminine, you know, sleek like a vampire would walk. The way she's able to walk up the stairs too, it's unnatural. Zen. There's a certain grace about her that's uncanny. And she meets Rune and Ratch in the hall, and she says, "Well, I didn't expect you so late. Hopefully you didn't get blacked out drunk last night."
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, I don't drink. I don't do that.
Yeah, just let's skip to the chase, lady. Let our friend go.
Or what?
I think what
do you mean,
the horse
or what?
man. I
Go
think
ahead,
what
Fred.
he means to say is we would like to pay for his bail, please. We sincerely apologize for his idiocy.
Well, he was trying to break into our headquarters.
Yeah,
what?
him against what army?
He
I don't believe it.
He tried to sneak into the bedroom last night.
Oh
And we consider this high treason and an attack on the commander herself.
no, I'm so sorry.
What are you apologizing for, man? I mean, it's one guy against 50 guards. Seriously, you thought he was a threat? Come on, let him go, man.
Well, he got
That's
close.
not the point.
We don't know if he's an assassin or not. He was armed with this. They take out his Zen's weapon. What weapon does Zen use?
If he's an assassin, I'm a 2-foot fairy.
Zen, what weapon do you use? Like a short sword?
Yeah, I used two short swords.
Yeah, she takes it. Another guard hands on the weapon. She takes the weapons and throws them onto the marble ground. They cling a little bit as they
it's
tumble
like
off the
a
ground.
couple of daggers, short bow, short swords.
Yeah, that's the size of one of my legs. What the hell? Do you think you consider that a threat? Come on, let him go.
Please calm down. You're making things worse. Okay, so to be fair, that's standard adventuring equipment. That's not what an assassin would use. Another thing, like I said before,
I just kind of scoot closer and try to do the hand whisper thing.
he's kind of stupid.
Well,
who did you say that to? You said to
she
the
whispers
girl?
it to Greta.
Okay.
And she says, "How badly do you want him?"
I mean, I just want my friend back.
Well, where's your friends at? I'm looking for that small little goblet of yours. He was carrying that staff around, saying it was a key to open up an area in the volcanoes. Might be tied to the death curse.
Right, yeah, he's gathering some fishing equipment right now so he can feed us, but he doesn't feed me, so I have to feed myself. So whatever. They're out gathering supplies before we head out.
Well, go get him and come back if you wish to negotiate.
Hey, lady, we ain't giving you the staff. Just hand over the guy. Otherwise, it's going to go really badly for you.
Make an intimidation
roll. That's not
roll.
how you negotiate.
I do have. I think I actually have I don't know if my intimidation's any good. Let's see what the hell.
So you can use strength for your intimidation roll if you want.
Strength?
Yeah, you can
okay,
use
I'll
strength.
do that. Hold on. Yeah, I'll do that. So just a regular strength roll?
Yeah, I mean it's got to be a pretty high roll though. Are you proficient in this?
Yeah, I'm proficient in.
Do you also add
14?
You also add your so 14 plus your proficiency bonus, which is +3, right? You roll a 17. She's like an attack on the commander is an attack on one of the counts. The punishment is death.
Can I attempt to defend his case, please?
No, you may
Sure.
not. Bring the goblin, or the negotiations are off, and we'll just let him rot.
He didn't attack anybody. I mean, you're just lying.
She points to the weapons on the ground.
Oh, give me a break, man. You have 50 guards. Those weapons are like what? The size of my foot? I mean, are you really scared of this guy? Seriously? Is that what you're telling me now? You're telling me that this one guy is going to somehow kill your leader, take out your entire guard, guard contingent, and then somehow get out of there? Seriously? I mean, I know he's a dumb guy, but I could say 100 gold might be reasonable for a bail, but other than that, I don't see what you're driving at. There's no way you're getting that staff.
Well, if I can't get the staff, then you can't get your friend. And she leaves. And the guards look at you and they say, "You're excused."
No, we're not. But wait, hold on. Does anybody have invisibility or something?
I like how in the chat we were having a conversation. Said, "Okay, I'll let you do most of the talking."
Yeah, but she wasn't listening. She was basically saying that you have to get the staff. She was like basically ignoring what you were saying, which was kind of annoying. Right.
But I mean, there's nothing we can do about that.
Let's go to Chef and Odo, who are down by the docks.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if she was not gonna give in at all, I mean, what's the point of even bothering to negotiate? For instance.
I didn't even get a chance to make a roll to negotiate it yet. You wouldn't let me.
Let's go to Odo and Chef real quick. Let's go to Odo and Chef, though. You guys go down by the... you guys buy the bait, and you buy any other supplies that you kind of want to buy. Do you guys want to buy any other supplies before we trek off to who knows where or how?
How much is fishing bait?
I'm going to say it's like a silver piece.
See, I'm trying to make the fisher feet like a little bit less busted. I'm like,
what we do is we don't use the features of those background classes anymore, because that's where the feats come in from level 1, Jeff. So that, like, the fisher feature is not used anymore, because you actually get a feat from being a fisherman. I think you get tough as the feat. I could look it up if you really care.
I don't really care.
Okay. Well, you want to spend a silver on some bait?
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I have fishing gear anyway, so I always have advantage of fishing anyways.
Yeah, exactly. You actually get the chef feat. That's where we got the chef feat from being a fisher. Yeah. Odo, do you want to buy anything before we go?
I'll buy rations.
How many rations do you want to buy?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 days, so I'll probably buy 6 days.
I will slap his hand. I will slap his hand and be like, "I'll take the raw ingredients." And Chef will be like, "I cook for you. Don't forget, I cook for you."
Chef kind of says he doesn't want you to buy it because he's just going to fish for you. Do you let him, or do you buy some rations regardless, Odo?
I have some rations. I don't need to buy if it's going to insult the little guy.
How do you feel, Odo? You made a roll. You're pretty. The Oath of Vengeance paladins, especially from Duskport, are pretty. They're like Judge Dredd almost.
Right.
They're kind of. That's the way I perceive them, at least. Is that they're kind of no nonsense motherfuckers. They don't tolerate evil at all, and you've kind of rationalized it in your mind that you want to destroy the pirates and the piracy. Somehow they are in collusion with these vampire mercenaries, right?
Right.
To a certain degree. But you want to basically go to the source, I guess. But in doing so, you had to swear loyalty to the captain. How are you feeling about that?
Mm-hmm. Well, my thinking is, how I'm rationalizing it is, it's an ends to a means to an end. That I have to do this to get in the position where I can, exact vengeance on them.
Odo's very young. He's like in his early 20s.
Right.
When he clenches his hand, he feels like the holy energy, pumping through your heart, through your hands. you know, that you feel that intense strength, that power of light, but you also feel something missing, right? Your channel divinity thing was deactivated because you rolled so low last time.
Mhm.
So, in a way of this justification, that you also remember what the Paladin commanders told you back in Dustport, that they said, you know, never make a deal with, you know, the devil. You know,
Mhm.
the devil is always supposed to be destroyed with, you know,
Right.
impunity. You know, you think to yourself, maybe they would have just killed the guy right in the bar. But, you know, you have to be rational too. You're not with the knights. Remember, most of them got killed and sick, and they're west, you know, in another fort. You guys go
And
to
not
the...
every attack is a head-on assault. Sometimes you need.
And that's kind of what happened to the previous camp. You know, they got killed by all the ghouls and zombies, and you were the only one who, like, kind of retreated into the latrine pit. Right?
Right.
Do you guys want to head down to the captain's boat, or do we want to meet up with the rest of the party?
Let's meet up with the rest of the party, I think.
As you guys are escorted out, Scratch, Rune, you're escorted right outside of the fortress palace where the hallway was, and you guys are all together except for Zen, unfortunately. What do you guys do?
So, good news and bad news. What you want to hear first?
Let me guess. We can't bust him out.
No, we can't. That's the good news. The bad news is we need the staff to do so as trade.
That belongs to Port Naranjaro, and I'm not going to have what's his name want my nick on the line. So my answer is no.
I think we should just bribe a guard that's guarding him.
It's really not just a you answer, Spore. It's a party decision at this point. A man's life is at stake now.
Then it will be my life on the line.
Not if you don't go back. They can't do anything to you.
Scratch, make an insight roll.
Sure.
As you kind of think a little bit about Chef and some of his powers. The DC is 10. I'm waiting for it to materialize.
Nope. That was about to be a 21, but now it's a 7. All right.
No, but I'm just saying that I think you should just try to bribe the guard that's actually guarding.
You are assuming way too much, dude.
What do you mean?
You're thinking that I can bribe a single guard to get someone that is now known throughout the entire fortress out.
Yeah, but we can disguise him later, right?
Wait. I have an idea. We could convince the pirates to try to bust out Zen.
Oh
we could kill two birds with one stone. They fight each other to the death. No, this is an ingenious idea.
No, it's not. No, it's not. The pirates don't know us yet.
Yes.
You assume they're willing to fight to the death for someone they don't know.
Yeah,
but you made a pact with them. I'm like, they have one of your pirate friends captured. They will be like, yo, you're causing war, and they start fighting each other. We didn't start it. They just accidentally caught
hold on.
Their shipmate.
The value of the staff is like 10,000 gold, right? If I remember correctly.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you? The fact that she even demanded that was completely unreasonable.
It's completely unreasonable.
She was demanding it because that staff could solve the death curse, like y'all have been preaching this entire time, and that is the value. And that is the value that she has placed on Zen's life. She wants a trade.
Yeah, but these guys serve some vampire lords or something. I don't want to give them stuff.
Yeah. Vampires are not normally good. I don't trust vampires.
My feeling is that we can just bribe the guard that's actually guarding him and just get him out.
If you think you can bribe the guard, bribe the guard.
Why? I don't have the charisma. That's why I'm asking you.
That's not something Scratch would do. Is the issue? He doesn't bribe.
Who's got a decent charisma?
I don't. I know how to cook. I know how to talk about cooking. I know how to do cooking shows. I know how to bang a queen. I know how to.
Well, what's it? You know how to what?
I know how to bang a queen.
Hey,
you killed Queen Elizabeth.
I still have inspiration, but is that gone after the long rest?
It does. I'm going to be nice, and since you weren't here last game, Rune, no, it is not. Humans, though, Odo, they gain inspiration at the start of the day. So if you're a human, you have inspiration automatically. You can add it to the top right hand of your character sheet, and you can decide when you want to use it. You have to just declare it before you make the roll.
Is the jail cell like underground, or is it above ground somewhere? Or
I've kind of put you guys out into position of what's happening. So, I mean, it's up to you guys what you want to do. It sounds like to me like we're going to try to break them out.
No, I'm going to try to bribe a guard first.
You want to try to bribe a guard?
Yeah.
How do you want to bribe a guard?
Well, I look at one of the officers. I don't know who's available.
You see this guard, so I put your models out. I put a guard up here.
Okay. Is there an officer that I can identify?
The fort isn't like, I haven't put that much detail of like all the military. Like if we go inside the room, there are other guys in there, like I would say advisors and things like that. But most of these guys are just guards, right? Like they don't have like any other assembly. They're like a mercenary group of people. There's only like a few people in control.
Yeah, I mean, so they're mercenaries. That's all they're after, money. So
true.
I mean, I don't understand with this woman either. But anyway, I mean, 10,000 gold pieces is just ridiculous. I'll go to one of the guards and say, look, I don't know who's guarding this guy, but he's not really worth your trouble. I'll use the inspiration to get myself advantage on the roll if I need to. And here's 100 gold. You could distribute it to your whole, I don't know, your little group, right? Just let him go, man. I mean, he's not worth your time.
Guard over here, and he says, "You have 100 gold."
Yeah.
Where's your friend at?
I mean, I'll even give you if you deliver him now ASAP. I'll give you an extra 100 gold on top of that. So think of that, right?
Show me.
What do you mean show you, man?
I want to see the gold that you got to make sure.
Yeah, I show him the gold, a little bit of a few gold pieces, whatever.
How'd you get that much gold?
How did I get it? I killed somebody. I killed people
somebody.
that don't.
I killed somebody.
I killed somebody that doesn't keep their word.
Okay, you want to make a persuasion roll on the guard?
I want to use the inspiration in this case.
I'm going to say it's pretty challenging. It's probably like a DC 20 thing.
I don't know. That greed's pretty high, isn't it? Do I really have to roll a 20? I've got
but he doesn't want to get
200 gold.
He doesn't want to get caught.
At least a 15.
Okay, let's do it a 15 then, guys. Your bitching has proven well this time. The begging and whining. I love it. Grovel before Asbog. That's pathetic then. I don't know. I don't even have a disguise kit. I don't think we can get him out, and I'm not good at that stuff.
Can't believe I wrote that crappy. Oh, I'm sorry.
If that's what you need, I have a disguise kit. I can make someone look different.
He thinks a lot about it a little bit. I don't know. Commander seemed to be pretty adamant about getting that staff. He looks over at Chef's staff.
I have an idea. I have a stupid idea.
Well, say it to the party before you say it to the guard.
You mean like make a copy of the staff?
So there's a spell in my spell book that I have called.
That is a stupid idea.
Called gaseous form. I can make someone, turn into like a gas cloud. If you guys make a distraction, I can be like, "Oh no, he escaped!" and cast gaseous form onto Zen, and then he can actually escape.
You'd have to touch him. That means you'd have to be with him in the cell.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. If you can persuade the guard to let him see him one last time before he leaves, right?
So that's not a bad idea. You're right. It's a crazy idea. It's not a bad idea. But how are you going to get out once you do this?
I can turn into a rat and just fuck it up.
I mean, I still have one slot of phase step left, so I could actually just teleport out. Unless I mean, it doesn't say anything about like me not being able to teleport when I'm restrained.
You know what? I was like, wait a second, I have this spell. It never gets used ever. It is a free spell for me. I was like, cool, I'm gonna use a spell that I have never used, and you're just like, I can teleport.
No, but yeah, I don't think he's. Well, I mean, regardless.
You want to make a roll, Zen, to try to escape?
Oh no, I'm not trying to escape right now.
Like, you could easily teleport to the other side of the jail cell, and then make stealth rolls to try to break out. We'll do a skill challenge if you want to do it that way.
Technically, I could, but
you're waiting for your buddies to break you out legitimately, or seeing just where things go. Okay.
As of now, I'm just seeing how things are playing out, since I do know kind of that they were talking to the guards earlier.
Okay, sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, so Scratch, I think you can persuade the guards to let him see him one last time. He turns the guy to gaseous form, and then, I don't know, Chef didn't really do anything, right? He just turned to gaseous form, so essentially it could almost be the spell. Yeah, you can't tell it was Chef, right?
Why couldn't he tell it was Chef?
I don't know. Is it a somatic spell? Oh, I don't know. What kind of is it?
It's like a quiet buff. You pretty much touch someone, they just turn into gas.
Yeah. So it's activated by touch, right?
But what are its components?
There are no components. It's part of my kit. There's a spore druid.
Oh, that's weird. But I mean, if you want to do it. But Scratch isn't comfortable with doing that.
Well, all you have to do is persuade the guard to let him see him one last time. You don't have to do anything else.
I have to persuade the guard to let somebody else see someone for one last time. Is what you're saying?
Like say hello to say goodbye to his friend or something. I don't know.
Wouldn't that be something that Chef himself would have to do then, since he wants to see him apparently?
Yeah, but you've got the better persuasion roll, so.
Not everything's about stats. It has to make sense.
I don't know. It's up to you.
I said you guys can make a distraction. I can just be like, oh no, I fell. Touch Zen's foot.
Yeah, but if we distract him, it's going to look obvious, right? That we're trying to get him out.
I like the. I'll just be honest. I like the plan where actually Chef was onto something that you guys kind of were going a little bit on the different route. Chef could actually shapeshift into a rat, look for him, unshapeshift, and break him out their gaseous form if you really want. That way, we don't complicate it with any guards that aren't on the take.
But that means I could get in trouble.
This guard, by the way, takes your 500 gold, though, right? Or I'm sorry, the 100 gold pieces, though.
Well, why would he take it? He didn't do anything.
He's like, well, you want me to keep quiet about this?
He didn't accept the job, right?
He's like, well, I'm going to keep this quiet about you. I'll tell you where he's at.
All right, I'll do that. That's worth it. Okay.
Give him 100 gold pieces.
Yeah.
He's like, hell yeah. He's like, this is great. Real fucking great. He tells you where Zen is being put in. He's like, you got to be real careful, though. Commander was really insistent about getting that staff and going with you guys somewhere.
Yeah, so it's going to owe me a lot of gold later.
Out to the volcanoes or something. That's what I was hearing them talk about. But, you know what? This is kind of a shit post. I want to be back home south. And with this gold here...
But here's the problem. It's not her staff. It belongs to... Well, our old fairy friend would tell us it belongs to the people who were originally part of it. So my plan is to use the staff and then sell it to the people that where it rightfully belongs.
Don't explain it to the guard.
Chef, you're TMI. TMI, dude.
He ain't taking the staff from me. I'm being a good boy.
How about this? He doesn't take the staff from you, but since you are going in there, do you want us to hold on to the staff in case you get captured and then they get it anyways?
You're not gonna sell it.
The guard kind of like looks at you guys kind of strangely.
Who will I sell it to?
The guard kind of goes back to his post, but you guys know where Zen is located at. To actually try to do the plan where Chef is a rat and goes and breaks him out.
Yeah, just leave the staff and go and get him quickly. Let's not waste time, and don't talk too much to the guard. I mean, why are you telling me everything? Maybe we should send Otto the Evil. Maybe he should just kill everybody. Just go.
Hold on to it?
Yeah, get it done.
I don't trust you, Scratch. As long as I can throw you.
Hey, leave it with me. You trust me, right?
You don't have to give it to me. Give it to someone else. I just don't want them taking it.
Yeah, give it to me. I'll stick it in somewhere.
Chef Swear will give it to Odo and be like, I expect it back.
So you're giving it to Otto the Evil? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, paladins to him, he knows that they do good.
Odo, you take the staff from Chef, and then Chef is apparently stealthing around as a rat to then go to Zen and break him out, correct?
Yes.
Odo, so Chef kind of finds a quiet spot, and he transforms into a rat, and he begins to scurry off into the prison. While this is happening, what does the rest of the party do, which is Scratch, Odo, and Rundu, as Chef is scurrying off as a rat?
Well, we're gonna stay relatively close by so that we can make sure that he comes back out. How long do we want to wait?
Like after the jailbreak, we also need to escape as quickly as possible with the pirates, right?
Yeah. But you're in gaseous form, so you can just go all the way to the boat.
No, what I can do, because I have an empty jar, right? I can put him into an empty jar, transfer him back, and then go out, transfer, boom, break the spell.
Yeah, but not as a rat. You're going in as a rat, right?
Yeah, I go into the rat, I untransfer from rat, turn him to gaseous form, put him in a jar, transfer him back, get out, and then when we're in the pirate ship, boom, break the spell.
All right, knock yourself out, man. We'll wait for you for about 10 minutes, I guess.
I guess for myself, where my model is right now, I'm just going to be sitting down playing a tune, try to maybe grab the attention of some of the guards who are just aren't busy doing anything, just standing there.
Okay, cool. I like that, Scratch. And does anybody else want to do anything? Scratch has like kind of a creative ploy. He starts just kind of like doing some of the sea shanties and some of the tunes that you heard last night that they were into. Scratch. They were making some requests of the particular style of music that they like, and you're able to entertain them. So you're able to, how it's going to work is, I'm going to go to Zen and Chef. Chef, you find Zen, you scurry down into the dungeons below, past a bunch of prison cells down there that they've had of this old fort that has been renovated exquisitely with the opulent wealth of the vampire lords. You see Zen in there. What does he look like? How's his appearance? He's in the jail cell. Hasn't eaten anything, and he's been pretty badly beaten up. From jumping, 6 stories down and getting shot, pretty bad in the arm and, shackled. What do you guys do?
What I will do is that in my rat form, go up to Zen and be like, be my eyes for me. I'm going to bust you out. Squeak, squeak.
Give me some peas.
Hey, did that rat just talk?
What do you say, Zen?
What? Did the rat just talk?
It's me, Chef Spore. Now, you need to be my eyes. Make sure when I untransform, I can change you into a ghastlier creature, put you into a jar, transform back into a rat, and then bust you out. But I want to make sure that the coast is clear, okay?
I don't see anyone around. I look around and I don't see anyone here.
We'll have Zen make a perception roll. And this is the first opposing skill challenge, I guess. Like, it just kind of counts. Roll a 19.
Right. It's a 10.
So there's a guard, like, walking by, and he sees a rat talking to Zen, right? And he says...
Okay. He actually sees the rat talking.
Yeah, well, he just sees you talking because Chef is being, like, really quiet, like, next to you. Okay. And you guys hear the guard approaching, right? And he looks at you through the jail cell. He says, "You're gone batshit crazy talking to those rats, haven't you? You haven't even been here one fucking night."
But you don't know what they've been doing here for you know, for the amount of time I've been in here, I've been put through kind of a lot of stuff. You go crazy like me. Phew.
Oh,
That
yeah, you're
wouldn't
kind of
be.
doing a good job acting crazy there. He's like, yeah, you are kind of fucking weird, aren't you? Are you that crazy asshole who jumped 6 fucking floors?
I wish I was. He's been a pretty cool guy jumping 6 stories down. Imagine. Couldn't be me, but awesome dude.
He's like, okay. He just kind of like ignores you and like walks off.
I think the guard is gone now.
Hey, just double check.
Uh,
Or I can wait. I can hide behind you because I'm shorter than you, right?
oh, true. Yeah, that's
So double check. I can go behind you, make sure that there are no guards, and then I transform, and then hide behind you, go gassers, put you in the jar, and then go back into rat, and then scurry the fuck out of here.
Like if
All right.
I were to look at the model and like, you know, put the jail thing out, it would probably be like over here, you know, on the side of the cliff somewhere, and there would be like there's bars out there, Zen, like you could get turned into a gaseous form and just leave out through the bars. Right?
Oh, okay.
Now, you know, mages and things, they need to use the gestures. So as you being manacled, you know, it'd be impossible for you to cast that spell being manacled yourself. But with Chef doing it, he can totally do it, right? And then he can shape change into other creatures and, you know, maybe get out or climb the walls out through the jail cell like that. Yep.
Yeah. So, Chef, how are you gonna carry that jar if you're gonna transform into a rat again?
Don't normally like most of my weapons go into like I don't know where my weapons go when I wild shape, but they always come back.
I mean, I can always just, you know, slip through the window and then we'll meet each other at the pirate ship, you know?
True, and it does last for an hour, so you should be fine.
Yeah, I'll do that and then just pretend that I've been, you know, helping here. Kind of hiding there.
Now, when you transform into a mist form, I'm reading it, it's kind of like the vampire mist form. It's visible. It's like a fog, like a bit of fog. So it still requires stealth versus perception. There's guards. There's guards out there. We made the first roll, and it's a roll best of 3. Okay, you passed the first one. The next one that Scratch is doing it has distracted some of the guards, right?
Yeah.
So it's made with advantage. But
an idea, Odo. You can use control weather, right, and make a mist. So when I do the gaseous form, they can't tell the difference between him and the mist.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
We finally used the shitty raid staff, Mr. Scratch.
Does Odo know how to use? We
finally used control weather. The best spell in the game.
Does Odo know how to use the staff, Mr. Chef?
It is literally its automatic spell.
You don't know that?
I'm going to leave it up to Odo. Does Odo want to do something like that? Does Odo want to use the staff?
Yeah.
I'll use the staff.
You want to start creating, like, you want to start controlling the weather around the fort and making it like more rainy and misty and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yes, please do so while the guard watches us do this.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's another skill check against Odo, like doing something with the staff, because it's a long cast time, and I think it's like a sequential thing, right? Where you're changing the weather. I have it like bright and sunny out right now, right? But it's a cool idea. I like the way you're thinking, even though you've metagamed it a little bit there, Chef. But I'd like to see Odo do more stuff, so it's awesome that way, too.
Well, hey, Odo can tell the truth and be like, well, Chef has always had it, and he's just curious at what it does.
Odo makes a roll. Like, he has to make an Arcana roll, though. Like, he's not, like, the greatest spellcaster, like, on the planet. He's not, like, a druid lord or anything like that. He's just, like, a paladin who likes to whap things with his fucking sword.
Right.
I tried metagaming, and it failed.
You really shouldn't metagame. But, I mean...
Okay, it's funny when the joke person starts metagaming.
I'm going to say Odo successfully does so. The DC was probably like 10, because this is a powerful rain stick. Odo, you've traveled with Chef, and he's talked all about it. Rain stick this, rain stick that. You know, he's like, I know how to use this. This can control the weather. And you start controlling the weather, and it starts to get rainy out. And storm clouds begin to do it as we kind of formulate the plan a little bit. Rain starts to come out a little bit. It starts to get, the guards starting to start going inside a little bit more as Scratch. It's kind of harder to play the tune though. So Scratch takes his instruments inside of the hall there, and they let him in, and he starts playing with the other guards. So we'll have both rolls be made with advantage now. Okay? So this requires Zen to roll, we're going to say Zen, and Chef is just like a rat though. So it's like, there's no even perception roll that would be made against him because it's not unusual. But Zen, like a misty form, it would just be made with advantage. You understand? So Zen makes the first stealth roll versus the guard's perception.
Right.
I'll just make one opposing roll, because this is a contesting skill challenge.
I rolled not great.
You didn't roll that great, but you rolled good enough. You just have to roll terrible twice, really. I did roll a natural 18, though. But I didn't beat your 20. You transform, Chef begins to do the incantations. Your body begins to dematerialize, and you've never felt the sensation. The shackles fall right to the ground. You hear them cling. Your body becomes like a mist, like a vapor almost. And you begin to fly slowly out and escape.
This is awesome.
You finally have freedom, all your equipment, everything like that. But then you think to yourself, you've lost all your equipment, your swords, your bow, your leather armor, or whatever like that. All that's gone, right? Because they have all your equipment. And then you float out, and you're flying towards the boat now. And Chef, what do you do to transform? What are you doing to transform Chef?
Back into a rat.
Okay.
I'm literally like behind him, and then I do the gesture change into a ghastly form, and like I'm in like a very dark corner, like in the darkest corner, and just turn back into a rat.
Okay. And you're scurrying across like the rock faces, heading just quickly over to the port. We're back inside though now. Scratch is making his performance roll. This gives you advantage again on the roll to Zen. So now you make your second stealth roll to escape versus the guard's perception. This is the last one of the skill challenge. I roll very low, so I don't think I can even beat you.
Well, I have a plus 11.
Yeah, I know. I don't even beat you.
Yeah, it's a 28.
You got a 28. Cool. The plan seems to work without a hitch as you go into the deck below of the airship of the pirate captain and rematerialize. And with the rain clouds and everything like that, you guys can only assume that, you know, I'm going to assume that, like, Chef kind of scurries by in his rat form, you guys, to the rest of the party, like Scratch, Odo, and Rune, and you're like, oh, that must mean that the signal is correct. Like, he must have broken out as planned. What do you guys do? Now, how it'll work is every hour, I'm going to make a roll.
I guess we head back to the ship.
Yeah, we head back to the ship, and Chef's waiting till we get back on the ship, and then he'll be like, "Hey Odo, when I turn back into the goblin, can I have my rain staff back, please?"
No, I'm out of the evil now.
No, down there, hold up.
But you're a paladin, you're supposed to be good, you're so mean to people.
How are we getting Vorn inside and onto the pirate ship?
That's a good point, I forgot.
I can communicate simple commands to him through my amulet, if I'm not mistaken. So I could have him go through the water and follow along the outside of the island until he comes to the docks where the ship is. Because I can see a path where he could actually technically walk once he makes it to the island itself, but I'd rather just have him kind of like half submerged, kind of crawl along the wall this way until he makes it to us.
You want him to try to, will the pirate Captain even let this happen? You never even
Who knows?
talked
I
about
mean,
it.
I don't see why he would deny having a. I don't see why he would deny having a 12-foot tall war machine.
I just thought you were like a, just like a bard, really, like a sailor. You know, you didn't think you were like some great wizard with a huge guardian, steel guardian with him.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, some surprises are good.
You guys are all on the pirate ship, correct?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. So I'll break the wild.
I've relayed the command to Vorn to start going along pirating.
I will break the wild shape and be like, okay, Odo, can I have my spear stick, please?
Sure.
Thank you. I'll make you a very special dish just for you. What do you like? What type of food do you like?
That's a good question.
While that's happening, that's the time I whisper the commands into the amulet for Vorn to follow the trail that I gave him.
You know, I can always do some shaky nuggies.
Zen has rematerialized in the bottom of the thing. Zen, what do you do?
Hey, you owe me some money, dude.
Oh, I just hide in. I just wait for like the ship to depart and then just wait down here.
Just kind of being like a stowaway in a way?
Yeah, exactly. Like, just being here, hoping no one noticed that I'm even here.
Yeah, you're just kind of like in like rags though, really, right?
Exactly. I literally lost every of like all my items, right?
All your items, all your gold, yes.
Alright, no, that's cool.
This is some Curse of Strahd bullshit.
That is what it is. Vorn, you whisper the commands to Vorn. You like touch something on your amulet. You can't really communicate to Vorn that way, but you let him know that you want him to come to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't give him like the exact instructions, like, oh, I want you to climb across the rock face or whatever like that. So again, it's kind of like a thing where, but he knows your location. Like he knows where you're at, and he's trying to come, to you.
Right.
But he's also pretty intelligent. Like he's not going to just walk in through the front gate, maybe, or will he? We don't know. We'll decide this through a d20 roll that Scratch makes. I don't know what the roll would be, but we'll just make it a flat roll, and I'll make a counter roll to see if Vorn can meet up with you.
Sure.
I roll an 18. Challenge the roll.
8.
I'm going to say there's some complications, and Vorn is unable to meet up in time. Vorn comes to the front gate. He's asking for Scratch, his master. I'm searching for him. Where's he at? Oh, hit the F5 key, which refreshed my page in my audio. There we go. So,
I mean, if it's taking too long, I could just go out looking for him, right?
The ship is about to take off. It's almost 11 a.m. and they were supposed to depart a while ago. Breaking him out.
Well, then I'm going to go to the captain then. Cause
you go to the captain?
Sure. Yeah.
Captain, our captain!
Yeah, we're about ready to take off.
Yeah, before we go, I have one surprise for you that I think you'd be more than happy to wait just a little bit longer to get here.
Hold down that strap up there. We gotta light up the blimp.
Yeah, but hold on.
I just reach into my corset and pull out the amulet.
Do you see what this is?
Looks valuable.
Yeah, but do you know what it is?
You must have played a lot of tunes for that.
Yeah. This is an amulet, a magical one. Do you want to know what the magic part does?
Yeah, sure.
I can control an iron giant with it.
Really?
Yeah, he's just outside the city. So if you don't mind waiting just like maybe 30 more minutes, I can bring him.
Give it to me.
I will, but he has to actually be here first for me to give it to you.
Well, let me see it.
Okay.
I take it off the top of my head and I hold it out.
He grabs it from you, or he tries to grab it from you.
I mean, he wanted to see it, so
You take it from him, or he takes it from you.
Yeah.
Like he starts tapping on it. How does this work?
So, it has to be attuned to you, and that takes time. I can attune it to you if you really want it, but he has to be here for that process to actually start.
He's like, nothing's happening.
I didn't hear that last bit.
Nothing's happening.
Yeah, you have to wear it, though. That's part of the attuning process.
He puts it on. Starts to reverberate a little bit. It starts to reverberate a little bit. Like, I think it's working.
Oh, great! So, well, I mean, now you have to go get it.
Where the hell's it at?
It's just outside the city gate.
Fuck? This is crazy. Like, I'll be right back. Get down, bolt down those hatches. Play us a tune or something. Cheer these assholes up. And he starts to go outside. He's like, we're taking off in a few minutes. There's been a slight delay. And the captain leaves the boat with his first mate, and he goes to get Vorn. Is anybody doing anything while this happens?
Chef Spore is going to buy some pufferfish.
Well, you guys are on the boat. Like, we're getting like ready to take off.
Fish? What the hell?
Yeah, I'm gonna get. Let's say I bought some pufferfish. How much is pufferfish?
Well, you have to make an investigation roll to buy a specific kind of fish.
Well, I get advantage, right? Or no?
No, a straight roll. We are in kind of a jungle/tropical environment, so it probably could happen.
18?
Yeah, I'm going to say you find one pufferfish. What are you trying to do?
Blowfish to die for.
How dare you know I'm going to poison him?
And there's some poison in here?
You know pufferfish is extremely poisonous if you cook it incorrectly, right?
Yeah.
Then Zen is still just waiting for takeoff, kind of like for it to start.
So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to start prepping the pufferfish just for the pirate crew.
Really? You're going to try to poison the whole pirate crew with the pufferfish?
Oh yeah.
With one pufferfish?
With one pufferfish?
I would say you probably can only poison maybe like D4 pirates on the ship.
Yeah, it can look like it was an accident, you know? Oops.
Maybe. I mean, you are kind of the chef. There's probably an assistant pirate there looking at you cutting the thing. You have to make a sleight of hand roll versus their perception. You want to do it?
Yeah, and I'll finally use that inspiration that you gave me.
Okay, roll with advantage. I do have the pirate cruise and everything like that ready to go.
15?
So you're able to prepare a dish, but Rune, do you want to do anything while this is happening?
I mean, other than collect money from Zen, I'm fine.
You go down below deck, you see Zen like hiding amongst the barrels a little bit, and he's like, you know, he looks like he's just like he stayed up way too late last night, you know, trying to get some ass, and then the girl never called him back, you know, and he's just like, fuck. But then he's got like an arrow shot, you know, he got shot too for it as well, so it's not that good.
Well, I mean, hey, you owe me some gold, dude.
Oh, hey, Rune, it's been a while. I think, like, it's been a night.
Yeah, I have to pay 100 gold to get your ass out, so, you know, pay me later. But get yourself healed quickly, because we're gonna have to fight soon.
We'll have to fight soon. As you can see, I literally have nothing. I have my fist. There's nothing else I can really do right now. But I mean, once we do defeat the pirates, you can have my share of whatever we take from them.
Are we trying to defeat the pirates? I thought we were using them to get somewhere.
I mean, after that, I was assuming, you know, kind of, you know how Otto had to make the vow, kind of, to like get into this crew. I sleight of handed it a bit by like faking me cutting my hand, but yeah, Otto actually did it, and now he's kind of bound to this, and we need to kill the pirate sooner or later.
Oh, okay, so this is kind of like a Trojan horse sort of thing. So we're gonna kill the pirates later.
That's what we're doing.
So Otto is really evil.
Yeah.
This is kind of a Trojan. Yeah, you guys are kind of doing the Trojan horse route for this.
Yeah.
Odo, he Odo, it was pretty powerful feeling the staff's power. You're able to control it. You know, you've never been able to strike this much power. Like, you're mostly just really good at, like, being an enforcer, right? But being able to control the weather, this is something like no paladin has done before. Pretty incredible. Right. Do you want to give away that power back to Chef?
Sure. I'm not a weatherman.
Nah, you don't want to give it back.
Odo makes a roll. I'm gonna say he like kind of rights a wrong here, I guess. He kind of like doesn't come under the temptation of like greed, and he thinks about, you know, killing the pirates, I guess. You know, just the good old-fashioned way. You're gonna make a religion roll, Odo. You just have to roll higher than a 10, and then you can your oath has sort of been reset in a way. Right?
Yeah.
Giving away an item like that. I mean, you could easily, if you were truly evil, Odo, like you would just take the staff, right?
Take the staff.
Well, you give it back to Chef, and Odo, you're like above deck, you know, just helping out, pretending now to be like one of the crew guys. But like with every passing moment, you think about just like destroying these guys. I guess.
Wait,
right?
Oz. You gave me more evil ideas.
Okay, what's
so
your evil idea?
With Druid Craft, I could double the poison stuff, right? So I can roll a D8 instead of a D4. Because Druid Craft, I can recreate the thing that pufferfish have. So I can poison 8 people instead of 4 people.
You're gonna make me look up Druidcraft?
Hey, I'm trying to metagame here.
Why are you trying to metagame?
Why are you trying to do that?
Because pufferfish is actually extremely poisonous.
Yeah, I know it's extremely poisonous, but why are you?
I'm looking at the Druidcraft thing, and it cannot be done.
Bummer.
But it's cool. Okay. I like it. Yes. So basically, it works like a poison that's very deadly. The opposing creature makes a Constitution saving throw, or takes a certain amount of damage for half damage or something like that, if they eat it, right? Because you are
what
a chef.
What type of con save are we gonna do? Because this shit's really poisonous.
Well, I'll look up the poison chart to comparable poisons. That's if and when this all happens. Down the docks, Scratch, how do you feel about giving away the Amulet of Warren? Like, you haven't been separated from him for weeks.
Lonely.
Lonely? You
like I'm used to just having my own heartbeat, but it was kind of like having 2 heartbeats. I was feeling his own, but now it's back to just the one, and I feel alone.
This Captain Zaroom is kind of an ugly dude. You know, he's walking out there with his pirate hat. You know, he's horribly scarred in one eye. His left eye is pretty badly scarred. He's probably from Vagrax. You know, he's kind of Middle Eastern. But has like a white skin, but very like tanned look. Like he's been out in the sun a lot, and he wears armor. You know, he drapes himself with tons of jewelry. So just adding like another Mr. T's like necklace onto him is just like another accessory for him, in a way. And you see him walking down the thing with Vorn, right? Walking down the docks, and he's like, "Well, look at what I got here."
Hey, man!
Hi,
Vorn doesn't acknowledge you.
Yeah, I really can't understand what you're saying with that.
I had to reswitch my thing because as I have it bound to my F keys. So if I'm on like another window, like you know, like for instance, does like, oh, do you want to do this like function on this other thing? Like, no, I don't want to do this function on this thing. So it's messing up a little bit. Trying to be all slick and cool. Vorn doesn't acknowledge you now that you don't wear the amulet.
Oh.
Huh?
Vorn walks right by you. Like, yeah, it's like knowing you feel like this emotional connection to him, obviously, because you're like a person. But Vorn is like, doesn't have a soul. He's just programmed for one reason only, to protect whoever wears the amulet. And he's like, the captain comes up to you and says, "Where the hell did someone like you get something so valuable like this?"
In the forest.
Oh, God damn, this is great.
Yeah.
How much
That's
do you
why I
want
wanted to... is it okay if I don't sell him? I mean, I'm already serving you, so technically he's serving you, right? I've already did the blood type thing. You're like, I slit my hand open. It hurt.
Yeah. The pirates, we always need booty. Make a persuasion roll.
Big always need booty.
That's cool. Dan and all his trouble.
Maybe they need, you know.
Could I, and this is just a suggestion, but could I give him money to not take him?
You want to give him some money too? You get advantage on the
I'll give him 113 gold.
Oh, fuck. You're just full of surprises.
Yeah! And now I'm under your service. So just think about all the things I'm willing to do for you.
Ah, shit, I did it without advantage.
It's okay.
Good fucking thing I had advantage. Holy shit.
Natural one on that.
What is wrong with this thing? 30-20.
What is wrong? You're going to be like Morgwin. You're going to buy those.
What's wrong, damn it?
Morgwin was going to buy the actual physical, the digital dice so he could sync them to D&D Beyond. And I said, you know what's going to happen is you're going to throw those dice in the trash by the end of the week. Because you're going to roll your first natural one on me, and you're going to be like, fuck, I'm out.
D&D Beyond
he
dice
takes it,
suck.
as you hand him you hand him a ton of gold, you give him he gives the amulet back, and he's like, yeah, well, pirates, we have to stick together. You know, we did do that blood oath, and, you know, we got to be partners about this.
I salute him.
We share the booty with everyone equally. That's how we all stay loyal to one another. You know, I'm not the only pirate captain around here. We got 2 other pirate captains.
Oh, cool.
Two other?
Yeah.
I mean, surely they can't be as good as generous as you.
Yeah,
right?
look how rich I've gotten. He is like, remember, he has a saber that's like decorated in jewels and things like that. And he's like, and the first mate comes up to him and says, "Ready to go, Captain?" And then he's like, "Well, shove off!" And the air balloon begins to take off. Captain kind of resumes his post. You want to say anything before he bounces out, really, Branch?
I'm just gonna declare myself as the wellerman of the ship now, and I'm just gonna start. As we're starting to take off, I'm gonna do a triumphant bagpipes as we sail off into the distance.
Pretty awesome. And as we're leaving Odo, the rain and stuff like that was created by the control water spell, you know, leaves as the clear skies. It's like, that's some unnatural shit. Before we go, Zen makes a final roll, the D20 roll, no modifier, to determine if he's already been noticed and spotted missing.
With or without advantage?
Without advantage, unless you give yourself advantage in some way.
Oh, no, probably
You didn't
not.
do like the Ferris Bueller thing though, where you like, you know, you put the dummy up against the wall with like the fake stuff and like the wig, you know, they like really
I
make
have
it.
anything to do that with.
I don't know. You got to be creative about it. Got to watch some more movies. You just roll a you roll a natural 19. It was supposed to be unmodified. It was not a stealth roll. This is just to determine whether or not the guards spot you or not. Like the guards are just detailing, but like they're like, oh, he's locked up in the prison cell. And of course, you think to yourself then, like, they were going to try to flog you last night. You think some poor fucking guard is going to get flogged over this, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's not our problem.
How do you feel about that?
Okay, everyone, before we wrap up this lovely night, I have prepared you a very rare delicacy that my tribe taught me how to do. We grew up with these puffer fish, and I know how to properly cook them and cut them and everything. So I will give Scratch
one thing.
I'm not eating that puffer fish.
It's not. It's midday. It's not yet.
I thought we just started sailing off.
Well, and I'm just gonna wait for my.
I've actually had pufferfish, not eating it.
I'm kind of.
Hey, I have 4 pufferfish that are poisoned, so I know who's getting what.
As I said, I'm not eating
So it doesn't look suspicious.
I'll say, hey, chef, why don't you have a few?
Excuse me.
I know it's up to us. When I get
I'm sorry, I was just loading up the airship ambience. What was the question?
When do I start serving my food?
So, do we want Chef to start to poison the crew of the ship?
I don't know what his fucking plan is. I didn't hear it. I think he's just trying to give us some weird fucking fish.
I'm talking to the group to figure out if the chef has successfully prepared meals with poison in them. Zen, we have taken off, and you come out from below deck, and you look like you're in rags. You don't look the greatest shape. If you guys haven't done so already, all the spell slots and everything like that refresh, correct?
Yep.
Right, guys?
Not for me, I think, because I didn't really have any rest. I mean, as an elf, I only need 4 hours, but I don't know how long I was locked out.
I'm gonna say you gain half your hit dice back. Zen, I'm gonna say you get half of your hit dice back.
Why would you do that to yourself?
It's fine.
I mean, I never lost any hit die in the first place.
So Zen, you could use your hit dice to regain hit points if you're low on hit points, right?
Yeah. Said next time you want to go get booty, I do have a filter of love, so if you want to use that, that's probably better.
All right, I remember that. Yeah, that won't be happening again. I mean, you weren't there,
I had a filter of love. You could have waited.
I know, but I kind of had to go off on my own mission. I know better now, though.
We could feed the filter of love to Chef and make him fall in love with the captain.
You're never gonna do that again, right?
You know what? If someone's naked in front of me, boy, girl, or whatever you are, if you present, you gotta represent in the bed, man,
No! Stop! No!
Having tried hate fucking is amazing. If you hate someone so much, you just fucking peg them like a pig.
Man, at this point, I just throw a rock at him.
No, yeah, but thank you guys for getting me out there.
Then, I need you to promise you're never gonna do something like that again without telling us.
No. I mean, that was the first time for me as well. I thought Rude and I had something going on there with, Miss Garuda, but yeah, I'm never gonna do that again. This is more.
You need to learn to ask a person's sexuality before you try to do the dirty tango. With me, if you ask me to do the dirty tango with you, as long as you're naked, I don't care. But that lady.
I told you already.
Yo! I fucked a queen already. I'm already on cloud 9.
I don't think sexuality matters.
I'm giving him sexual advice. I'm giving him sexual advice.
Yeah,
you always ask the person their sexuality.
This is more Rune's thing, not mine. So, I'm done with that. It was a funny experience. It was pretty epic. I actually fell 6 stories down. It was pretty cool. Then there was this epic chase. I did get caught in the end. But yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be making some puffer fish for us. It's delicious. I know how to work around the poisons.
All right,
So let me kind of tell you. You guys have been around the ship for about an hour. I'm gonna say we're about 2 days away from traveling by airship. Is very quick, right? You see on the flag up top. This is a ship. The ship's name is called the Emerald Eye. There's a mermaid out in the front, and on the front of the mermaid are several severed heads of humans, the backseat, other strange creatures that have pissed off the captain.
I don't know.
Let me see what else. I'll tell you the crew of the ship, of how many people are on the crew now. There is the captain. He has a first mate, who's like a pretty, looking ragged dude. His name is Voltan. There's also 12 other sailors, 2 other types of sailors, and a lot of, there's 5 Chaltian tribal warriors that they've just hired, to be just scouts and deckhands, really. So the crew is about 20 crew members on board ship, to just give you some idea. taking them is not impossible, but it is what it is. It's whatever you guys want to do. They are flying to somewhere you don't even know.
How many in total of the crew?
Like I was trying to say, there's probably about 20 crew members, including the captain and the first mate.
Captain, first mate, 20. So that's what, 4 per person, basically.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, guys. I don't have a weapon right now, as you can see. I'm totally like.
What do you mean you don't have a weapon? Didn't we get his weapons?
No.
No, we did not.
Why would we get his weapons?
Remember, she threw the weapons like on the front of in the hallway area.
Yeah.
We'll get them soon enough. I mean, after we kill these guys in their sleep, we'll get them soon enough.
Odo,
No,
the airship is like a blimp, right? It's used hot air balloons and like magic, really, to propel it through the air.
Well, I assume half the crew is probably manning the ship and maybe a rotation, like a number of crewmen are just sleeping downstairs, right, or whatever.
Hey, Zen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Scratch is gonna give you a dagger and a light crossbow with 20 bolts.
What?
You go. I don't really use them anymore, but you can have them.
Oh no, with a dagger, I can probably already do a lot of that. So that's really appreciated. Thanks, Scratch.
You know what the
I have an
boom
extra
stick?
too if you need it. Didn't what's her face have studded leather?
Yeah, Will has studded leather, so we can have Zen studded leather.
Yeah.
All right.
Odo remembers something I wrote out on Discord. He gains inspiration because he takes Willow's studded leather and gives it to Zen. Good job, buddy.
Great jobs.
Fairy studded leather.
How many people are sleeping right now from the shift? How many people are sleeping right now from the shift, out of curiosity?
Hold on. Is there something special about the leather armor?
No, it's just straight up studded leather.
But she's a fairy, right?
Yeah.
And you want to give the fairy leather armor to the human?
It's okay.
Okay, I'm just saying, if you're all right with it, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just a little scared right now.
Okay, Oz.
Zen, you equip the leather armor, it just fits your pinky.
Awesome.
It's just like a glove, you know? It's just like one of those, like, pinky glove type, very fashionable.
Perfect. AC went up by 3.
It's not magical leather, so I guess it doesn't automatically adjust to the size, right?
Nah, I mean, he said it works. It works.
I'm going to say it works. So we're not going to have Zen be butt-ass naked. He's okay.
But I have on my notes, we also had 2 suits of armor from the last adventure, and I don't know if I still have them, but I don't know I can't remember what kind of suits of armor they were.
They were iron armor. They were iron armor made by like a special dwarf. It has like this symbol. I forget the guy's name, but I remember they have a special symbol.
Right. So the dwarven armor, he can use that, right?
Did he get it in Mumbala?
I believe
got it in Mumbala.
Do you think he's strong enough for that?
Why not? I mean, it's just not armor.
There are some strength requirements for heavy armor. If you're talking about heavy dwarven armor.
Is it heavy armor? Do I know?
I mean, Zen, are you comfortable with having the best light armor available?
Yeah, light armor is perfectly fine. Like usually I wear.
I mean, ass is the iron armor.
But I mean, the studded leather armor works, right?
You have 20 decks, right?
Yeah, I have 20 decks.
So the
That's
dwarvish
perfect for him then.
So the dwarvish armor is heavy armor, not medium.
I mean, he doesn't need any other kind of armor. He already has the highest possible thing thanks to his dex bonus. It's like a 17, right?
Oh, it's 18 with the studded leather armor. Without, it's like 15.
I mean, Willow, guys, unfortunately with Willow, she didn't get any magical items when she was playing with us. All she had was the studded leather. That's okay.
I'm gonna take back my potions.
She didn't give you didn't give her any potions, did she?
Yeah, I did. I gave her 2 potions. I gave her a potion of understanding and a potion of rest that just skips a long rest.
Okay, take that. Add that to your sheet. Because I looked at her sheet and she didn't add it. She didn't even add it on her sheet. This, by the way, it was Willow's first game with us, but she was probably just not all there.
Yeah, it was a potion of comprehension and a potion of watchful rest. That's what I gave her.
So going back to the original question, how many shift members are sleeping?
I'm going to say, like, the crew, they take shifts of 3. So a third of the crew is sleeping. You know, so about 5 to 7 or crew members are sleeping.
Yeah, so we can even up the odds right away.
Wait. Would I recognize one of the guides?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Maybe it's Zaka's one?
Zaka?
No, what I'm saying is...
These are pirates, not guides.
No, they have 5 chosen warriors. If one of them is a Zaka, we can convince them to our side.
Stop going off in the side. Let's kill the 6 or 7 guys that are sleeping first, right?
You are getting like very murder hobo-y right now, bro.
I thought you were gonna take it. I thought our goal was to take out the pirates. Am I missing something here?
Yeah, but I mean, that Soonly just took sail.
Yeah,
we're in the air, aren't we? Are we in the air?
Yeah, do you know how to pilot
I've loaded
a
the map in. This is kind of what it looks like.
Well, when do you want to go after these guys, man? I'm confused now.
Maybe when we land? Like, I don't know how to pilot a flying ship. Does anybody else in the party know? Wherever they're taking us.
Okay. By the time we get there, though, I mean, we might not have enough time to kill them. I mean, that's up to you.
I mean, we have the same amount of time to kill them as we will then.
Let's kind of... Rune is bringing up some good questions. This is kind of because we haven't played in a few weeks, too. We're a little jarred of, like, what's going on. Maybe what's going on in the adventure and things like that, too. There's a lot of shit going on in this adventure. The last game, too, you guys had a bunch of rumors, too, and I added, I think, points of interest on the map about lost ruins to the south, but you guys got sick and tired of traveling through the jungles of Chult. So, but the problem is anybody taking an airship has been very problematic as the merchant princes, but especially for merchant princes. Anybody who's able to kill a captain or even commandeer their ships for the merchant princes, they're rewarded pretty well. Not only are you going to be probably put in esteem with the merchant princes, but you also could collect a reward. I think the reward is around 500 gold. But also, you'll be able to travel freely throughout Chult by airship. So you don't have to roll by traveling very slowly through the jungle. I thought that you could travel about 5 hexes instead of 1, which is pretty important since time is sort of a problem with this. Because every day that passes by, Odo, the king of Dustport gets older, you know? In fact, Odo, I'm going to have Odo every day roll a D100.
So we're following the airship back to the pirates' hideout. Is that the goal, basically?
It's just wherever they're going. I do agree with you. We do need to kill them, take the ship, and then I guess we could head back to the Port Naranzaro, get a reward, and keep the ship. Maybe get a crew, but I mean, right now, I mean that's a little fast. Like, we should at least wait for night, so Chef can at least try his plan to poison a few of them first.
Okay, all right, let's do that.
Yeah, because with pufferfish, I can make dishes that aren't poisoned, so it looks like an accident.
So, in terms of a poison proficiency, can somebody aid you so that you have advantage on the rolls, so that we can hide the poison?
It would be survival.
I think I have a pretty good survival. I can aid you if you want. Yeah, I have a pretty good survival.
So how poisoning really works in D&D is assassins, or the nameless ones as we call them, they use poisoners kits, and they use poisoner tools, and they have poisons to use these tools with.
I do actually, actually no, I don't have any tools anymore. Let me just...
Yeah, but I have
your poisoner's kit.
I have alchemy skill because I'm a blood hunter, so I should be able to help them, right? So
yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to see what you guys are doing, because originally we didn't know what we're doing. The unfortunate news is we don't know where the hideout is. But say you start killing all the pirates right now on the ship. Here's the cool thing, guys. This is not a video game. Wherever you guys want to go with this is your call. You can commandeer the ship, and now you have an airship. It's totally up to you what you want to do. Now, if you are able to defeat all the pirates, well then, there's no random encounters with pirates in the ships, right? Remember I said we would make rolls and stuff every day? Because the pirates are out all the time. At least one of the ships of these pirate captains are out there shooting down other ships. And that's what's made this so dangerous. As you guys saw the ruins of one out from Mambala.
I just had a brilliant idea. So
if we go back to the hideout, there might be more than one ship. Sounds like
exactly. So we wait. This is my plan. We hold off the murder plan for now. Wait until we at least know the location of the hideout, and then next time our ship specifically leaves to go out and do whatever it's doing, maybe they're attacking another vessel. We attack them while they're attacking the vessel, and we would have not only their help, but we'd also have our own advantage to be a pincer attack. So we clear out the ship, take that ship back to Port Naranzaru with the location of the hideout, and then send their entire fleet over with us.
Okay.
Objections?
Yeah, as long as I know how much poison I have, and since they're not noticing me poisoning the dishes, like the dishes that I'm going to be making for later, we're fine.
I'm going to say chef can poison. I'm going to say 1d4 plus 1 pirates.
I have 3 containers of poison as well, so if he needs to borrow that, he can do that.
Each vial of container that you have can poison 1 person. But you don't have the really strong poisons that Chef has, right? Chef rolled really well. Yeah, he rolled really well in his investigation roll, guys, when he was looking for the pufferfish.
But it says each vial can hold 4 ounces of liquid. Isn't 1 ounce enough to do some damage?
How poisoning works, we're talking like medieval poison.
Okay.
And like I said, typically you have to have a poisoner's kit to apply the poison to it. I'm not going to be that hardcore about it. Your poison, though, will just give people the poison status effect, which gives them disadvantage on all D20 tests.
Wait, that makes no sense because pufferfish in real life makes you paralyzed.
He's talking about the poison that Rune has, not your pufferfish poison.
The poison that I have, that I can help you with. But all right, okay.
There's a reason why I picked pufferfish. It's a really strong toxin.
I'm trying to see where you guys are going to go with this, because Odo is just like, he wants to probably just cut someone down right away. He doesn't even want to poison anybody. He just wants to go start cutting people down.
Go Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, he just wants to Leroy Jenkins. So
don't go Leroy Jenkins.
I don't know what you guys want to do. You guys, it's totally up to you. The first question I would ask you guys. Yeah, I'm just going to back away. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, let's wait until the hideout. I'm good with that.
You want to wait a couple days and go to the pirate hideout, right?
Sure.
I mean, that works for Odo's plan too, because not only is he going to be killing the people that made him break his oath, he's going to be killing the people that associated with the people who made him break his oath. So there's never going to be something like that again.
Yeah, you think about it though, there could be like 80 guys there.
Exactly. That's why we're taking the location of it, and then we're going back to get reinforcements from Port Naranzaru, because they want them gone as much as we do.
That's true. And the merchant princes are pretty rich, and they might be able to do something about this. Scratch, correct. But now that now that you're in the employ of the pirates, how are you going to escape?
Yeah, but
that's the plan. That's the plan. We're going to be commandeering this ship.
So I just want to roll how
what
many
do you think, Zen? How's this plan coming together? Is it like jumping out of 6 stories again?
No, it sounds this is actually pretty reasonable.
Zen, you looked out the ship, you see like clouds below. You're like, man, if I jump out of this right now, I'm dead.
Yeah. So no, I'm going along with the plan of going to the hideout first, and then kind of waiting for it.
So we're not going to do the poisoning thing. It sounds like we're scratching the poisoning idea.
For now. I think it's a good idea.
So do I get my inspiration back then, since we're scrapping it?
I'll be a nice guy and I'll say yes. But the thing is I'm sorry, I'm going to say no. Because you actually made the roll. It happened. So
I still want to do the poison then, since I don't want to waste my inspiration then.
If you do the poison, the entire plan's ruined.
I mean, you could still poison them, and then no one would know it was him, kind of.
Right? No, they would.
It could be again. I can perform it as an accident because pufferfish is a very hard to work with fish.
Again, accidental murder is still murder.
Yeah, they'll still kill you.
That's true.
Even for an accident.
So, as good as a roll that was, is that really worth jeopardizing the entire plan and possibly your character's life? Is your decision?
Killing pirates is not murder. Killing pirates, you kill animals. You don't murder animals.
I killed a poor little pufferfish.
Let's not use the word murder. We kill animals. We kill the enemy. We don't murder the enemy.
Okay.
You know what? I'll save the pufferfish for later. Let's see how much poison I got from the poison for
The
pufferfish.
pufferfish has been used.
Okay, I got one thing. I got 2 things of pufferfish poison. So
No, I'm saying you used it. You prepared the dishes because remember you made an opposing sleight of hand roll against another like cook in there, not like a sous chef, but just like a prep cook in there with you, chef. And that's it. You know, like so the poison and everything like that is used. So it's like it's now or never. Either that you scrap the plan and the pufferfish is wasted.
You already did it?
Yes, he already did it because we've made a roll already.
I didn't know you did it already. Okay.
yeah, I already did it. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Well,
Chef,
anyway, I got
Chef
2.
just like acts with, he just kind of goes with the flow, guys. He's just doing his own thing most of the time.
Right.
I did do my thing. Well,
There's not too much planning with Chef, guys.
Yeah.
Well, we could leave one of them alive and have them force us to, or keep a couple of them alive and have them force us to take to the hideout, right?
But then
again, we would just be on a ship by ourselves with a bunch of dead pirates, and that's gonna work out.
And then we're gonna drive to the base and be like, yo, they all died, kind of.
All right, I guess we'll have to scrap it.
You don't want to have that Aragon moment where he comes off with the ghost ship,
I don't think that's a good idea right now.
Well, yeah, I think we should wait. So you're gonna have to scrap that poison plan. I don't know why you went ahead without consulting us first.
You guys were okay with it, and then...
No, we were still discussing. We didn't make any final decisions.
So I used the pufferfish and my inspiration. I'm pissed.
I mean, we still have runes poison. The poison condition is a very effective thing to have in combat against someone. I mean, they literally have disadvantage on everything.
Odo, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't like the idea of going into the den of these guys, but
you're just sharpening your sword. Seeing the sparks come off of it as you look through the clouds in the air. Like back in Dustport, they never had technology like this where you're just flying through the air. Everything to them fighting against the darkness for so long. It's a miracle you're even still alive. Think about what the other Knights of the Order would say, where you're at right now, but I don't know, Odo. I'm just trying to get inside your headspace. What is Odo thinking? What does he want to do?
Well, I'm sort of just going with the flow and see where the chips fall, man.
Okay.
But knowing where to strike at the beast's heart is the best plan, isn't it?
Right.
Instead of just cutting off the hand of it, just kill it. So we gotta cut them out.
I'm just waiting for you guys to give me a definitive answer on what's going to happen. Are we going? Basically, we're going to the hideout? It sounds like that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing, right?
Yep, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sadness.
2 days go by, correct?
Yeah.
So we get a long rest, right?
Yeah.
I trample a pirate here and there just for the hell of it. No, I'm just kidding.
You step around on a pirate. Well, Warren is here too, guys. Remember that as well.
Yeah.
Is there any way I could find a second dagger or short sword somewhere around the ship?
You can steal.
That's actually something I was going to bring up. Is there a vendor on the ship that we could buy some materials from?
You come up to a pirate zen, and he's you're like, hey, do you got an extra knife or something like this? This other guy, he's got a bunch of daggers on him that he probably uses to throw around, kind of like in Desperado or something. He's guys just Danny Trio or whatever. He's just throwing those daggers around like crazy. And he's like, you need one of these?
Oh yeah.
Just one?
Just one is fine. I'm not that kind of dagger thrower, but I admire your.
He pulls one out and he's twisting his hand a little bit. Spins on his hand. His hand is kind of callous, because he handles his dagger so much. And he's like, yeah, this one's really good. Killed me a few of them the other day with it.
Awesome. Really respect that. Really cool. You all really worked hard on that.
Well, show me what you got. I know you know how to work with it.
I kind of tried to like imitate whatever he did with his dagger and did like the spinning and add some extra tricks to it.
Make a sleight of hand roll.
Sleight of hand, alright.
Right, because you're like ledgermenting in a way?
Yeah. So 23.
In 3rd edition, they actually had something called ledgermenting, but I think they just changed it to sleight of hand. Yeah, you're able to like twist it and do it. He's like very skillful. And
Yeah,
he takes out another. He takes out another dagger. He's like, "Man, that chef is making some great food, isn't he? Glad we brought him on board."
He is a really good chef. He really knows his way.
So you can add 2 daggers to your character sheet, right? That's some nice armor on your hand there. I'm just fucking with it.
Thanks, man.
Fits you pretty well, doesn't it? Cool. I'm just going to move us to the Anchorage if that's what's going on, guys. Is that what's going on? Okay. I'll add 2 days to the timer here. So it is it was the 11th. I'm sorry. It was we're in the 11th month on the 14th day. So now it's the 16th day, right? And I'm going to say we arrive at I'm going to roll a d20 and then a d24. D20 and a 4. Come on, dude.
I was saying, I don't think I've ever heard of a D24 before. Must be a
it?
new
D24.
Yeah.
I tried to roll, try to do a complex roll and it bugged out. I rolled a, I'm going to say it's the 16th hour. So that would mean it's 4 o'clock
Otto.
in the afternoon.
Otto is Otto the good again.
We arrive at the Anchorage port.
Date is... What is the date? Oh, okay. It's
Yeah, I'll tell you in a second. I'm just loading everything up. It's the 16th. So remember, we make our faction rolls on the 1st. Odo, though, has to make 2 D100 rolls as every day passes by. If he rolls a 3 or less, the King of Dustport dies from old age. And this could be something. And this could be kind of a negative effect for Odo in some way. Odo has to make sure the king doesn't die from the death curse, as he was brought back to life through resurrection, and he is slowly withering away.
Uh, 50 something.
Okay, and then you have to roll again.
He'd literally have to roll either 2 1s or a 1 and a 2 to fail this.
Imagine though it actually happening now.
Okay, I mean, I almost caused the darkness to return.
I've tried to represent this place the best I can. Simply put, there is a ton of pirates here. I'm seeing what the second roll Odo gets.
And it's like, what, 50?
Yep, you're fine. Let me also load up the pirate stuff here.
So only 50, right?
We are in a place called... let me load this up. We're basically at a pirate cove called Jahaka Anchorage.
Jahaka Anchorage.
Yeah, there you go. Jahaka Anchorage. And this is a very hidden away cove on the western part of Chult.
That's pretty.
It is, yeah. So I can put out the models and stuff if you really want me to. And
Anchorage.
I've put out a bunch.
It's Alaska.
Yes, exactly.
Bro.
I'm gonna say this is like, think about a bunch of pirates that have gotten together. One pirate ship is out at sea. All these ships are airships. There's 3 airships here. There's probably about I want to say around, let's just say 50 pirate guys around, right? They're kind of just all here having a good time. There's a bar. There's a place where, they're getting rich like crazy. And you guys inquire about it a little bit, but this is like a concept thing, because I didn't know what's really going to happen with this. I mean, as a DM too, it's kind of very difficult to run, because I mean, there's a shit ton of models and there's a shit ton of things. This is like a group of you guys versus almost like a small army, if you think about it. But anything is possible.
I have an idea.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Poison them all.
So
No.
I can put
No.
you guys.
What's your
no.
idea?
So
What's your idea?
I'm going to say there. I mean, if you want to be really technical, we've docked here on the boat, and every day, like the pirate ships go out. They patrol around the areas, and they're like raiding other ships that are coming in, other people that are looking for the death curse. So most of the other airships have been grounded. But of course, other merchant ships and things like that. There's people like yourselves, other adventurers. They take risks, right? And these pirates go out and they raid them. And then there's
so how many ships were there? 5,
3 ships
2?
Here. I'm gonna say there's 2 ships here, but one is kind of always out scouting.
Okay, so 20 guys in that ship and 20 guys in this ship, so 40 guys total, right?
Yeah, roughly. I mean, you're looking around. I mean, we could spend like a day or two if you guys want to like really get more numbers and stuff like that.
Should we reconnoiter first?
What do you want to do, Odo?
Should we
reconnoiter?
Scout it out first before we start packing?
Yeah, just look around the place.
So what I'll do is I'm going to put you guys on the dock. Okay?
All right.
Yeah, let's on the dock.
There we go.
That way you kind of get into it a little bit more. Just trying to make sure we can get everybody. We got Vorn here as well. Other pirates are like really impressed by Vorn and just how massive and incredible he is.
I'm just parading him off.
What Chef's War will do, I'll spend probably 4 gold for some cooking supplies and try to make more money, more fame, more rumors.
I just put you guys out on the dock for now. I mean, this is kind of what it is. I don't know if this is like a battle map situation where we're going to just start rolling initiative and it's basically segmented warriors. Like this is a big battle, or how you guys want to get rid of these pirates. Because you guys were like trying to do this Trojan horse approach, but now that we're actually here, well, you know the location of it. I'll say that. But now it's like they're on to you. Like, they know. I don't want to say they don't know you guys are deceiving them because you guys took the blood oath, right? But like escape now, like I don't know how you're gonna do that.
We'll leave.
Well, not me. I didn't take the blood oath. That's the funny part. They just took me along.
I guess so. They just assumed. I guess they were all drinking that night.
I also never took it. I just pretended I did.
So there is
I wasn't here. So.
I'm gonna flashlight a few areas of note. There's like these large ballistas, right? They're used to like shoot out other ships and things like that. There is a place like where Chef is thinking of, like there's a bar, like a restaurant. And I'm going to say like there's a place where you can buy anything from the Adventuring Gears list there, like a general store. But a lot of the pirates here are just getting really wealthy. There's 3 pirate ships. 1 ship is always considered out. The pirate captains rotate. There's some sense of organization to it. I'm going to add like a few hours of time as you guys figure out this basic information. I know it kind of sucks because it's like, how do we role play this out, this conceptually? I mean, it would take like a long time, right? Really like do this.
Takes a few hours.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's 6 p.m. now, right? Did you guys figure out like because you guys are just here to try to maybe fuck with the pirates somehow. I'm telling you kind of what's happened. You guys are on the inside. You have infiltrated the pirate organization.
Really, but I'm also trying to see like where they're keeping like the goods and stuff, like all the valuable shit.
Yeah. Let me look it up. I can look it up in a second. And I'll have you make Zeno, I can have you make a roll if you really want to. I think there is a spot that they have some loot at, but let me describe some more stuff. So 1 ship is always out patrolling around, and I have it represented by this ship. It's looking out for other ships to make sure that if they get close, they'll take off and go after them, right? So this place remains a secret. Then they have, one ship is always docked, right, in the port, where pirates are just chilling. Like, pirates are rotating in and out, because pirates get whatever they kill, right? Then one of their ship is away. Far away, like where you guys are kind of at. Like, they could be doing business with the fort, or they could be fighting other pirates, like, you know, other adventurers like we talked about. And that's what you guys have been able to find out over the course of a couple hours.
They're pretty organized.
The way I see it, separate approaches we can take. Like, either we try to fight them all while we're here, or we just go out with the next ship, and then whenever they attack, like any other ship, we kind of flank them, and then come back with reinforcements because we know where the location.
That's what I was thinking. It's like you read my mind.
But how can we escape?
He just said how we escape. We leave with the next ship.
Exactly. We're gonna pretend that we're kind of like, you know, going on a cruise with them to raid the next airship that we find.
You can always ask the captain next time we're going out.
Yeah, I got a dumb question, but it sounds to me that this is too well organized to be just a bunch of independent pirates. They might be sponsored by somebody, you know, more powerful, right? Maybe those stupid vampire lords or something that we just met.
Mm-hmm. That's not a stupid question. That actually kind of makes sense.
So you want us to go a bit more into?
I can do that later. Let's take care of one thing at a time.
Okay.
Just something to note that I don't think it's just, you know, a bunch of pirates. So.
Hey,
pirates are usually chaotic, which means that they don't really like to organize that much. So they got to be held together by something, right?
Yeah.
I have a plan. I can cook for it a little bit, get some intel, you know.
We're just going to go on the next ship, aren't we?
That's what we've been doing for the past 2 hours. We've been gathering intel.
Let's just find out when the next ship is and get on it, and inform whoever these guild people are.
Yeah, I'll go look for the captain. I'll see if I can figure out when we're leaving next.
So there's three.
All right.
There's three captains. There's Captain Zaroom, which is the one guy you were with. There's Captain Laskier, and Captain Jaharwan. So those are the three captains. I can write them out. What's up?
I think we should probably stick with the same captain we've been with already, since he already knows who we are.
Do we want to add a couple more days to the timer?
Is that the next time we're leaving there?
Yeah, with that captain, because they just docked, right?
Right.
So they're they're taking a break, right? They're doing what pirates do, man. They're drinking, whoring, and doing whatever they can.
But I'm not gonna be making that decision. That's gonna have to be a party choice. Are y'all okay with waiting 2 more days?
Odo, as the party talks about waiting, every day the king might die.
Oh, I rolled my 2 days.
Well, not yet. We're just seeing what the group.
Well, if we wait 2 days, I can get a lot of information and money, which is good for us because I can spend money, and it's good for us because they can really trust us, and so like we can be really like a Trojan horse because they will really trust us. So.
Is this like a small town? You were talking about whoring and stuff. I mean, like, is there like a lot of people here besides the pirates?
They do have a warehouse here, Zen. Make an investigation roll.
All right.
This is you like inquiring about stuff, about all the booty maybe they've gotten.
It's a
Get me the booty. Come for the booty.
They think like you're like a fresh fish, so they don't give you too many answers.
I'm just curious. You said like there's 40 pirates or 60 pirates or whatever, but
I have the models out. Like I tried to keep it as representative as possible. But I mean, I'm just trying to I'm not trying to be too metagamey. To DM something like this is like very tricky. There is an inn, and it's like what Chef is talking about is there. We can go in and role play at the inn, like he gathers some more information, but
Oh, no, the only thing I was asking is if, besides the pirates, is there like, I don't know, like 100 commoners or something, or running around? I have no idea. Just curious.
Yeah, it's a good point, Rune. Over the course of 2 hours, you're worried about maybe like trying to kill civilians and stuff, or do they have like slaves or something, innocent bystanders? And to your dismay, the answer is no. Like, this is a secret location. Anyone brought here has like taken the pirate oath, so they don't bring us like commoners or anybody who could like rat them out.
Because you said something about whoring, so I was like, where the hell are, is this like a town or something?
I put them in there. There's some women in there.
Other pirate whores.
There's pirate whores in there.
You saying a pirate can't be a whore?
Yeah, man. Haven't you ever seen, what's that, Black Flag or whatever the name of that show was?
Yeah.
Same type of thing, man.
Yeah, but those are landed people, right? They usually stay in a specific location, right? They don't move anywhere.
Put a man at sea long enough, he'll take anything that looks close enough to a woman.
Yeah, man, in Black Flags, they were like homosexual.
Exactly. I mean, you could also ask, Chef, he takes anything.
Hey-o!
Actually, Chef would probably, if you put Chef onto like a strip show, he would become the strip show. He is legitimately a horny goblin. If you tell him, hey, you can be a whore,
hold on.
like, let's do it.
There's no magic items they're selling here. There's just regular equipment, right?
Whatever of like valuable like stuff, like as Scratch is kind of walking through, like a few of the pirates see like this other thing, and they ask Scratch like, "Hey, is this booty like you got from a haul or something? Like, why'd the captain give this to you?" Like anything of like real value is kept up like with the captains mostly.
Well, the captain has put his trust in me because I earned it. And I'm loyal, so, I mean, there's nothing he needs to worry about.
The guy stumbles off with like one of these like flashing sands. Like, think about these guys are also like freedom-loving guys. Like, they can just come here, steal whatever they want, and like just drink and booze their life away. It's pretty great for them.
Hey, speaking of Vorn, is it alright if you give me permission to move his character around?
Oh, yeah. Well, it must be nice now that you're actually in the game. You can actually control him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you go. I gave it to Steve-O and that, but now we can give it the real owner.
Yes.
There you go, buddy. Now you can control him.
Vorn, I command you.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah.
As he shakes to the ground.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it back to you guys. The only plan I've heard 2 plans. One is Chef wants to gather more intel, spend like another day or 2 here collecting more intel, and in doing so, Zen, maybe you can find out more like what type of treasure and loot they have here, right? Yeah, exactly. By sneaking and stealthing around. And but I also heard that you maybe want to go on the pirate ship. Or go back with the same captain and then go out and try to like raid with them. And while they're attacking another ship, like that's when you jump on them.
Yes.
Exactly. But those are like kind of intertwined since we have to wait anyway before can go out.
Yeah, because you said that it's like 2 days.
Sure.
Have to pass before we can get on the ship, right? So during those 2 days, we could be doing stuff like gathering information, making some money. And Zen could be trying to find the treasure, right? That's what you're trying to do?
Yeah, exactly. Just trying to hide stuff.
See, it all works together.
That's it. You want to go in, like you go into the bar here, I think. Let me see.
I'd just be playing some music.
Hey, check this out. Look, I've got a pretty shadow of Rune here. Let's see.
Try to get people to...
I got the women in here. There's archers. There's like people are... doing like they're just doing great stuff in here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, there's
I can't see through the cliff. I'm trying to lower the thing, but it's not actually.
This place is called Bosco's Bunk.
Actually, see it.
What's the dress code there?
So, from what I understand, we're spending a couple days here gathering more information.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that correct? Is that what's the plan is, Rune? Or are you going to take control of the party a little bit more, buddy?
That's all right.
We're going to just start killing everybody in sight.
Nah, it's all right.
We don't want to have a mass combat of you guys just slaying 1,000 pirates?
I was getting slayed by 1,000 pirates.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do ghost movement with this shift click stuff.
There you go, buddy. Awesome. Let me load up the sound effects for this place.
What kind of sound effects?
Actually, I called this the Crow's Heart. You enter this dimly lit tavern, reminds you of entering a galley of a ship, and it takes you only a second. Hold on here. I want to make sure this is loaded up.
Yeah, it disappeared. Where'd I go?
I don't have it where that's what it sounds like inside. The galley of the ship, and it takes you only a second to realize that this is similarly by design. The wooden walls display parts of a different types of sailing vessel. A rudder, a plank featuring the name of a sunken ship, and her tattered pendant, and a helm's wheel. The bar has clearly been crafted from 2 repurposed lifeboats. Crossed oars hang on the walls behind the counter, and they serve as a mascot for the tavern. A tarnished bronze figurehead in the shape of a woman holding a harpoon has been mounted on the wooden pedestal. Oop, Rune, you come up to the bar. Hey, what do you want?
What do I want? I want a lot of things, but I'll settle for a whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey. Here you go, 1 copper.
I want a lot of things, but you don't have them, so.
I don't have too many centaur women rolling around.
Huh?
Hello.
Tell you what you really need.
I don't need anything, man. I just need you to give me a whiskey.
They give you a whiskey, Rune, for 1 copper to take 1 copper off your sheet. Chef, what do you say?
Hello. I am a chef, a professional chef. I can help cook. Obviously, I have my own prices and whatnot. What's the chef code here?
What's the chef code? We have no code.
Okay.
No code.
So, where do I buy supplies, or do you guys supply it here?
What do you want?
Some good ingredients, you know. Let me see what you got. I can buy and then make you guys some really good food.
Want to make us some food?
Of course.
I think you need a drink. What are you drinking?
Milk.
What do I drink? I know I just drink, like, some ale.
Some ale? Pours you, like, they go back behind here. I think there's, like, a little distillery thing here. This guy comes back here. I have it as a tabaxi. Like, that's who the guy is. He, like, takes it out. You know, he faucets it. So he got a bunch of foam on it. He slides it over to you, chef. 1 copper.
Okay.
He gives you 1 copper.
I can't exactly move my model in there because I can't really see anything. But I'll also go up to the barkeep, just kind of scramble my way up there.
So one way this model kind of does it weird. They made some changes with the. There's a slider on the right-hand side. It is a yellow.
Right, yeah, the yellow thing.
And you're just gonna move that down to peel away the roof.
It's not working.
Well, I think that's some user error.
I mean, it was working at the port, but it's not working with.
What do you say, Chef? You just got to drag it down further.
I have it dragged all the way down to the bottom.
Well, it's too far. You got to see where the white line is at. That's where Scratch is at. Yeah. You need to have it slightly above.
Like, I can see the little green gridded area it shows, but it's just going through the item. It's not actually taking anything away.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like some user error. What do you want to say, Scratch?
Do you want to have someone play some music in this place, joint?
Yeah, play some music.
Yeah,
Pick it up.
Okay.
I'm just gonna jump up onto some random person's table and just start blowing some music into the bagpipe, get some rowdy roughhousing going on.
Just kind of like back at the place, Odo, where you were, like you're feeling like the same sensation it was like a couple days ago, Odo, and you know you're getting maybe, I don't know, Odo, are you getting impatient at all? Like
a little.
Now you're finally in all this den of thieves Like, all these people are evil.
Right.
And evil is supposed to be purged. So, what are you doing, Odo?
Biting my tongue.
Biting your tongue very hardly.
Right.
Your tongue is being bit so hard it's like blood is coming out. You can buy anything here on the adventurer's gear list, right, guys?
Okay.
I'm
just gonna buy an extra quiver.
You want to buy an extra quiver, Brune?
Yeah.
Is Ben equipped?
I have studded leather ring. I don't know, and daggers. But other than that, I don't really have anything else. A couple daggers.
Rune, the quiver costs you 1 gold.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna fill it with additional arrows as well. So I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Okay.
What Zen would probably do is just go around and try to like snatch up it's called gold pouches from like the pirates.
You're gonna try to sleight of hand these guys? With the pickpocketing stuff? I do have pickpocketing charts, man. We have random tables for it. You want to do it?
He'd be fitting in. You'd be fitting in. Do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would.
Pocket some of it. All right. Well, so here's what we're doing, guys. This is the way I'm understanding. We're spending a couple days here, figuring out some more information about the pirates. Zen,
I want a gun.
I'll allow you to make rolls for sleight of hand rolls, but if you fail against any of the rolls, the pirates notice you. We'll make opposing rolls every time, their perception versus your sleight of hand. And then I'm going to roll on the random pickpocketing chart list.
Alright.
Hold on here.
So
this is a random table I made. Give me a minute.
So is Born still outside?
Yeah, he can't really fit in through the doors and stuff like that. He's not really built, so I'm assuming he's like outside of the place.
Oh, it's like barroom crawls.
Okay. I'm going to say these are, first of all, I have 3 tables, Zen, of pickpocketing thing. Every time we pickpocket, we're going to make opposing rolls, right, like we talked about.
All right.
I'm going to use a stat block, which you do not know. Roll your first sleight of hand roll. And then we're going to make an additional roll to determine the value of the item being pickpocketed. The pirates here are probably quite wealthy. So it could 13, I roll an 8, so you roll pretty low. But I roll lower than you, so you successfully pickpocket. I'm going to do it is 1 to 10. You roll another d20. This is unmodified d20. On a 1 to 10, it's a tier 1. 1 through 9 is tier 1. 10 to 15 is tier 2. So yeah, you get a tier 1 roll. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to allow you to make 3 of these a day.
Alright, yeah, we'll use them all.
You find you pickpocket a bronze ring. You handshake a pirate, and you slip off his bronze ring. So you can add that to your sheet. The ring is probably worth, about maybe like 5 silver pieces or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, make another. Do you want to keep pickpocketing?
I will, yeah.
Okay, roll it up again. I roll a 7.
That's sun coming in.
Oh, he literally can't fail that roll.
So, roll another d20, right, to determine the quality of the item. Some of the items here could be very valuable, is what I'm trying to say, Zen, because these guys are pretty well off. Roll a 10. I'm going to say you get the tier 2 one, which is minor. You just pickpocket a bone. Some pirate had like a bone on it.
Awesome.
You want to keep pickpocketing? It's actually listed as an item. I could link it to you.
Bone? How much is it worth? This is just a regular bone?
It's just like a regular bone. Like a chicken bone or something.
Well, in the land of dogs, how it
It's a lucky wish bone.
You should suck on the bone. See, get the flavor.
You want to pickpocket one more time?
Yeah, I will pickpocket one more time.
Okay, roll it up again, bud.
Okay, I have my menu ready once you have my ingredients. How much can I pay for ingredients?
Okay, 1 second. Roll another d20
17.
So this time we roll the adept one, which is the last one. You get a handful of nuts.
Handful of nuts. Great.
Yeah, like peanuts and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. I thought someone murdered in my hand.
I mean, you are just like randomly pickpocketing strangers. You don't know who these guys are. Some of the
You
stuff.
kind of suck at this, bro.
No, I don't know what they have. I just took everything that I found and like they had any.
Bro, you kind of suck at this. These people poor.
It's not me, Dad. It's them. They don't have.
You just got a bronze ring, a chicken bone, I think, and some nuts.
I mean, the nuts are good. I didn't have a proper meal for in a couple of days.
You know what? I'ma try it. I'ma see if I can get something. It's probably just gonna be like a fish skull or something.
You good? You need help?
You want to try it? You want to try to pickpocket scratch?
Yeah, I have the same modifiers.
Okay, roll it up. I'm rolling pretty low.
Show me how it's done.
Yeah, I have a pretty good sleight of hand too. So.
16.
Okay, I roll an 8, so you successfully pickpocket people. There's lots of pirates coming in and out of this place. Like, even on the table, guys, like, I put, like, they have, like, some pirates here, they have, like, their booty just sitting out on the table. Like, they're just chilling, having a good time with drinks. You just roll on the crap one. You get a golden spoon. It must be worth, like, a gold piece.
Huh. I mean, that's just kind of a weird thing to have in someone's back pocket, but, I mean... Go me?
Yeah, people carry their silverware around all the time, and this guy had a golden spoon.
Alright.
More than what I found so far, so I guess.
A golden spoon and some nuts.
This is awesome. I always wanted to roll on these. Let's go to Chef. So, Chef, what type of ingredients and things did you want?
Are we just gonna do like the general 1, 2, 3, 4? I want to buy 5 gold of ingredients and see what I can get.
What are you trying to buy exactly?
Like some high quality vegetables, some meats, some spices and whatnot. To cook some
spices I can.
I'm gonna say
I want to cook a fancy pirate stew. I want to make a stew, like a beef stew, like a nice gazpacho beef stew, the beef stew has different ways of being served. So the 1 gold one, so it's you get a regular beef stew, where the 10 gold one you get a whole show and everything, and then there's a 15 gold version where you get a chef's kiss, where Chef Sport will just kiss you.
Oh god. Kissing a goblin.
They'll pay you 15 gold to not kiss them.
I would say, Chef, this place is not like a Michelin star restaurant by any stretch. This place is a hole in the wall. It's built out of some pirate ships. A rowboat is on the wall. It's more like a dive bar. These guys are just here to drink and fuck, and maybe smoke a little bit. They're here to just they do some highly risky stuff. They go out in a boat, an airboat, and they're killing other people. The last thing on their mind is a great restaurant, type of experience. But I'll have you make a roll to see if they have it. They don't have any beef, unfortunately. They don't have cows or anything like that around here.
No Chateaubriand.
So what do you want me to roll? Survival?
This would be an investigation roll, because you're searching for something.
I heard human was supposed to taste like chicken.
Beg pardon.
What god?
13?
I'm going to say you could find a few spices, but to do everything you're talking about, probably not.
You know what? Fuck it. Chef Sport's just going to become a stripper then.
Oh, you guys see Chef Sport
information.
Take off all of your clothes as Scratch is playing some music, and you guys see this naked goblin begin to dance on the fucking tables. It's kind of like Coyote Ugly.
If he just kind of suddenly does that in front of me, I will beat him on the top of the head with my bagpipes.
As he starts taking off a shirt, then you take your bagpipes and you sound as you wail into him. What do you do, Chef?
I toss a copper at him. I toss a copper at Chef.
Chef, you've got tipped 1 whole copper. A few of the other wenches are like, hey, you're coming up on my business.
No one likes goblins. Who's like, who wants to have fun with a goblin? I can make you have some good time.
No,
I can entangle you. I can wrap you up like a little bitch. I can make you feel like a little pig.
Goblin females are very attractive because they need to reproduce, but you're not a goblin female, so.
Yeah, I throw in my bone.
You get tipped a bone. So you've gotten a copper and a bone.
So, Spore, question. How much HP you got?
Don't kill me.
I'm not killing you. I'm just asking for a friend. Trust me.
Not telling you.
Asking for a friend.
Not telling you.
I don't need you to tell me. I was asking that as a formality. Can I cast a sleep spell on him?
Yeah, you have to roll the hit dice for it, right?
Yeah.
Roll the
I'm
hit
not too
dice.
worried about that.
Depending on what level you want to cast it at.
That's the main reason I was asking, so I knew I didn't need to overcast or not, but I have enough third level spell slots. I'll use that. Alright, so that is going to be an additional 2d8 for every level above first. So that's going to be... So it's normally just
5d8, I believe, and then it's going to be
6, 7, 8, 9d8. All right.
98, and so the hit dice, you target the sleep spell onto Chef to try to make him fall asleep.
Yep. Rolling 9d8. I think that was 9. No, that was 8. I need to roll one more.
I think Chef has more than 31.
Yeah, I need to roll one more. A whole 4 more, 35 HP.
Ha! You missed! You missed! When Chef Spore sees you try to like cast a spell on him, he's just like, you know, I'm trying to have fun here. I can't cook here, so I try to prevent my body. You know what? Since you cast a spell on me, I snap my fingers and cast Entangled on you. So straight saving throw, please.
The pirates start to like look around. They're getting amused. It's like a little spell battle has started to happen.
It's like a joke spell. Say it. Yes, Trace.
A little PvP action. Never heard anybody. The pirates are all about PvP.
I'm guessing a 10 fails your spell save.
You get restrained, Scratch.
I will restrain him in a way that will make anyone who's into BSM be like, I can do this to you if you're into it.
Make a performance. Make a performance roll.
Too much.
Hilarious. I'm gonna say you can make a performance roll.
Scratch is absolutely livid at this, and he is
14.
not. He is not pleased.
14. Well, I'm gonna roll with the pirates to see if you get any takers. No takers, unfortunately, Chef.
He is so not pleased, in fact, that he's going to cast Stinking Cloud.
You're gonna start Stinking Cloud the whole joint?
Yep.
You guys start there. Odo, as you're kind of like over there sharpening your blade, you know, there's only a matter of time before the kobold and the goblin start going at each other's throat. Before this starts really kicking off, and maybe I gotta mute Steve there. He's on a business call again or something. I'm gonna go to Zen. Zen, you're inquiring. You've been pickpocketing around, but now you've inquired like, what else is like the booty like that they have around here? I'm gonna have you make like a. What type of roll do you want to make? I don't want to say it's a stealth roll because, I mean, you're kind of already blending in, but you're trying to find where most of the treasure's at. You know there's a warehouse around. Do you want to try to sneak into the warehouse, or what do you want to do?
Oh yeah, definitely try to see like if I can take some stuff out of the warehouse with me.
It's probably guarded pretty well though. Like, there's probably pirates always there and stuff like that.
Yeah, but they're going to guard that pretty well because it's a land of thieves.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll have you make a perception roll. How about that?
All right, I'll do that. Then I'll just look for anything that's valuable. Since I can't get in there, I'll look for anything else that's valuable.
You're able to look through the keyhole. You distract one of the guards, you know, and you're able to look through the keyhole, and you're able to see like a chest in there. You can only assume there's probably like hundreds of coins or jewels and things like that in there. Who knows what else is in there? Let me see if I have a description for you, though, too.
All right. Is there any way I could use my face step while looking through the keyhole without anyone noticing?
You want to sneak in through using the face step?
Yeah.
This would be a thing where, yeah, you probably distracted the guard, but the guard might be coming back. So, you know how to get in, but how do you get out?
I mean, I can just look through the keyhole again and then teleport somewhere I can see that's unoccupied.
Yeah, but the guard was like posted outside, so you're gonna just teleport right in front of the guard?
Oh, I don't have to teleport right in front of the guard. It just has to be 30 feet that I can see.
Yeah, so the way I'm describing it, so you have a door, right? You're looking through the keyhole, you see a chest. You can teleport, that's true, by face stepping through to the other side of the door and get it at the chest, right? At the other side, though, the guard is probably going to come back in a minute. And to count through like a lot of coins or like, you know, really burglarize the place, you know, especially if they have like lots of coins, Zen, it's going to take a lot of work, right? And what I'm trying to say is, yeah, you might be able to scoop up a few handfuls of coins, or maybe take a gem or two, but then by the time the guard will come back on duty, you have to face step again by looking through the door. You might be staring at the guard's ass.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to help you out in a way. I'm saying that there is loot, there is stuff here, but it is under guard.
Well, I'll just keep that in mind then. I'm not trying to face step in that. I was just saying I could technically face step in.
For sure, you totally can.
Remember that place when we come back and wreck it with a whole bunch of merchant prince
Yeah,
ships.
exactly. That's going to be the first place that I will be at. So we
Perfect.
done raiding.
Well, the merchants might just say, hey, this is our stuff, so you might not get any of the loot.
Well, I know exactly where it is, so I know how to, you know, get there and then scoop up some stuff before they even notice.
That's true. Okay, so there's a big stinking cloud going off, but I'm going to go back. Rune and Odo are kind of quiet. Rune, you're enjoying your thing. You see Chef give you a little strip show, dance. It's maybe not that amusing. You throw like a little copper at him, kind of entertain him. But what is Rune and Odo doing before like a stinking cloud goes off, where Scratch, you know, doesn't like to be BDSM'd, and the whole place gets cleared out and stinked out? You're muted, buddy.
I'm just sitting back, keeping my mouth shut.
You're just sharpening your blade in the corner.
Making buddy.
Rune, you're muted, buddy.
I'm usually dirty and unwashed anyway, so I just drink my whiskey and just sort of hang out. Stinking cloud is like my bath, so I'm good.
The whole place, like, there's a big stinking cloud that goes off Scratch as you begin to cast magic. Like, everybody starts yakking and throwing up as they start, like, leaving the bar. You've totally cleared it out.
I'd like to customize my casting this time real quick.
Sure,
I'd like to make it the you know fart.mp3?
No, I don't.
It's literally just a sound effect of a fart, but it's been bass boosted and it echoes. It just reverberates throughout the entire building. Everybody hears it.
But it's like, yeah, so there's this giant fart noise and this nasty, smelly cloud of fart. Like, you can see it, though. This isn't like a silent but deadly fart. This is like a green, thick cloud of nasty thing. People are hurling, throwing up. Everybody in here, Odo, Rune, Chef, everyone that's in here, except for Zen, needs to make a con save or throw up against Scratch's spell save DC. And they have to.
And he needs to make us another con save to maintain concentration on that spell I broke.
That's true.
I fail it.
So you start throwing up yourself, which your spell also requires concentration too.
I threw up.
So,
what's
your spell save DC, Scratch?
16.
You need to pass a 16 or you're throwing up. Everybody throws up. Rune, you just downed that nice glass of pirate whiskey, and as soon as you downed it, there's a fucking stinking cloud going up, and you throw it up right on top of the bar.
Yeah, I throw it at the bartender because it's always good.
The fact that
the bartender, it's kind of like that moment in Family Guy where everybody's just throwing up. The bartender throws up right back onto you.
the fact that I failed the con save makes it better because it's like an actual part. It's just that.
So Scratch, you need to make a con save too, and so does Chef Spore, as you both need to make con saves to maintain your spells destructive power.
I'm not maintaining.
Try
what's the DC for the con save for our spells?
It's 10. You need to make a con save DC 10.
No, I'm willingly failing.
Well, okay, well, I'm saying that Chef has to do it.
Nine,
Chef fails,
no.
so the entanglement comes off on the BDSM show, comes to an end, and you guys end up, everybody, the bars cleared out and everything like that. This is kind of a segue point, guys. It's kind of hilarious what's happened, but what else are we doing? Are we just waiting a couple days now to get back on the pirate ship? Is that the kind of plan?
Yeah, we're trying to get back on the pirate ship going back. I mean, that's the idea.
Cool.
Yeah,
we're going to do it.
My goal is trying to cook or whore, because that's all Chef Spore can do. Cook or whore.
Before we leave, this little segue, as you called it, Scratch is going to swiftly kick Chef Spore in the shin.
What do you think about that?
And that's it. He's not even going to talk to him. He just kicks him in the shin, gives him a nasty look, and walks out.
Oh, you started the war of friendly spells that make people giggle.
As Chef Spore puts on his
Stretch
gear.
in front of my eyes! I need to replace my eyes now!
Oh, man. You're no fun. You're no fun. How about we go together with our huge dicks to the strip club and see how much money we can make?
You touch me, I will cut you.
Oh, come on. Hate fucking's the best thing ever. Chad and his ex-wife, who cheated on him like 5 times, talked about hate fucking. He said it was the best sex of her life.
What?
He just kind of looks down.
Rune is not amused as he's trying to clean up his throw up all over his chest.
I'm good. I'm like, hey, try whoring in that vomit, damn it.
Odo throws up too onto his polished armor. He has to clean it off. It's not a good adventure with kobolds and goblins unless everybody has their puke. We go on the boat, but a couple days go by, Odo. You have to roll 2 D100s again, and I'll add 2 days to the timer before the ship takes off. Because every day the ships alternate, or I guess the captain will go out this time as they're done resting.
I'm sad. I can't make money.
75.
Oh, so can I roll for?
You want to do pickpocketing again a little bit more, bud?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 more times. If you get caught, though, it could be like the same situation we ended up before. Zen, you didn't learn your lesson. Here's the first roll. Roll a 12.
And I roll for
Scratch can also do it as well. If you want
what am I rolling?
If you want to pickpocket anybody, you successfully do the first one. Roll a D20 again.
Scratch really just wanted to do it to prove.
You pickpocket 1 gold piece.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I go for another one.
Okay.
I think
you got 1 gold.
That's really the last one.
Okay, this is the last one you want to do. I roll really low again. Roll another D20. Roll a 6. You're rolling like shit, though.
Yeah.
You actually pickpocket a vial of poison.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff on these lists. I mean, some of them are kind of junky, but some of them are really awesome too. And also, if you roll really well too, you know, you could get some really. You could actually get a magical item.
So Chef Spore is going to offer his expertise in druid craft to make anyone who likes BSM, try. Let me try again.
No.
Let's not do that, please.
No. No one's into BDSM. No, not into there's no black leather. This isn't the Matrix. So I'm gonna say we get on a boat. We have to spend another day, and it's like random, you guys, that they find another boat, right? Another careless sailor that's out there, not supposed to be there, right? I'm going to say the roll, it's an opposing roll. If the difference between our rolls, you have to roll high and I have to roll low. The difference would have to be, I'm going to say 10. We'll do it for 2 days. Otherwise, they don't even find anybody out there, right? And you guys are just on the ship crewing it. And we'll roll this once a day. And that's kind of how it was. I'll load up the sound effects for the ship as we're back on the Emerald ship. Take a look here. Who wants to make the roll?
Not me.
What is the roll exactly? What's it based on?
This is based on. This is just a random roll to determine if they're able. You guys.
I'll do it.
To set up. So this is for me to set up the encounter, where we are going to raid an opposing ship of adventurers, and this is totally randomized. I'm trying to say.
19.
So you roll really well. So I have to roll a 9 or less for the encounter to happen on the first day. Okay?
Huh?
I roll a 15.
No.
So there's no encounter. Before Chef rolls again, before Scratch rolls again.
Oh.
Do we want to even risk it, guys, or are we going to waste another day?
He makes a point. Like if we're not going to be able to do it.
Well, Scratch rolls a 9, so we'll keep that roll, but pirates are getting arguing, and they say like, there's no ships out today.
Maybe we can ensue a riot.
I'm gonna load up the other map again, guys. The pirate map. The airship.
What do y'all think? Y'all want to try to take the ship now, or?
If we don't find anything, well, I guess we'll have to try to take
True.
it. We don't want to waste too much time since Otto kind of also has to.
And since the crew is getting kind of restless and impatient, we could probably convince some of them to mutiny.
No booty on this trek. Pirates are going crazy. What do you guys want to do?
Scratch is going to try to persuade some people to maybe whenever a fight breaks out, help them instead of, who they normally help. Maybe pass some gold along their way. Those.
Or we could wait till they attack an adventurer's ship. And
that was the plan, but
yeah.
We've only gotten 2 rolls a day, or 1 roll a day, and we're only out for 2 days, and we've failed both rolls. So, unless if your character is fine with waiting longer.
Odo, that's exactly the picture I was thinking of, by the way, in Discord.
Yep.
Exactly. The stinking cloud effect. As everybody throws up, and it's just a chain reaction of everybody throwing up onto one another. Rune is not amused.
So what are you thinking?
We need to kill the guys. We need to kill the guys that are sleeping, right? Just to reduce the odds, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can start with the guys sleeping first, and kind of make it look like they're still just sleeping.
That should be something that, I would say normally Zen should be the one to do it, but he can't be going alone just in case he fails a roll. He can't be left alone to fight the rest of them. So, me and Zen will go down. I will have Vorn stay up, obviously, because he can't go down. But as soon as something happens up there with y'all, he'll help fight y'all until I can come up there.
Yeah, I'll join you. I think my stealth roll's pretty good. So.
But you're a horse.
Yeah, so I'll step. I have pretty good stealth, and I can step on them.
The point is that we shouldn't bring everybody down here because the main fight's happening up there.
Plan's gonna happen.
Right.
Just trying to get rid of people that could join the fight since they're anyway right now.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
So this is how I'm gonna do. If you guys want to throw down, there are 8 of these guys are asleep. The captain and so forth, he's up. It's during the day. You guys are getting impatient. The pirates are getting impatient. Well, so are we going to confront these pirates? Are we going to roll initiative, or how are we going to attack them? It sounded like Zen maybe was going to go below deck and try to slit through the throats and stuff, or what?
Yeah, Zen and Scratch are going to go down and try to cull their numbers as best as we can before the fight starts.
We want to try to attack the sleeping. Sorry, what, Odo?
We yell mutiny and see how many. Mutiny.
Well,
yeah, before we roll initiative, we're gonna be.
Are we trying to kill all the pirates, or we're going to try to like convince a few of the pirates, and we're going to kill the captain and come do the new captain? I'm trying to figure out what you guys want to do.
That's actually a good idea. We should mutiny. We should try to get as many pirates on our side as possible. I'm liking that idea.
We need to be careful about that because some pirates might not be,
right.
hunting us.
You're right. That's why we won't be alone when that happens. Like I will, unless someone else wants to make the roll, I will make the persuasion roll to try to gather.
Let me try to clarify something as well. Unless we can stop all the 3 pirate ships, there's a chance that they're going to try to attack you, right? But if you guys are able to take control of the ship, you guys have been on it for a few days. You guys kind of see how it runs. Yeah, it needs to be maintained and stuff like that, but there's people also in Port Naransara who knows how to do these things, right? So you could recrew the ship if you really wanted to, right? And back in Port Naransara. But if you guys think about it, you guys could have your own flying ship. And you guys could travel around the entire place. Yeah, I mean, you might get attacked by some pirates, but who gives a shit? I mean, you guys are the curse crushers.
We can just take this pirate ship, go back to the port, then
that was
back to Portsmouth.
Yep. That was the plan.
I mean, it might be challenging. I mean, you guys got to kill off like 20 pirates. Do you guys want to do that?
Sure.
Well, you'll reduce the odds significantly by killing off a bunch while they're sleeping, but yeah.
Yeah, so we'll kill off about 8 of them, but Zen has to make the stealth rolls. And Chef and Spore have to make stealth rolls for each one when they're down there.
Chef and Spore?
Yeah, and Zen and Chef will make a...
Chef?
So it's gonna be Zen. Yeah. It's gonna be Zen.
Zen and Chef, yeah.
Scratch.
I thought Zen was going down there.
Yeah.
Yes, Zen and Scratch.
Okay, so I thought Chef is not going down there?
No.
Okay. So we got Zen and Scratch going to basically go below decks and kill the pirates, correct?
We're sleeping.
You guys are evil. I love it. You guys are going to kill some pirates.
It's not evil if they're evil.
What do you think, Rune? Is this some like evil stuff happening?
I don't think so. I mean, we're just killing pirates. We're supposed to be tasked to do that anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, these guys are just fucking pirates. Odo, what are you doing sitting on your ass the whole game?
Right, I know. I mean...
your sword is like sharpened down to a fucking nub at this point.
Yeah.
This is your time, Odo the Good again.
It's long now.
Some people gave advantage to people. I'm going to give advantage to your guys' first roll. I'm going to be kind of cool. I'm going to do it for every single guy. They're asleep. So I'm going to make perception rolls. Since there's a group of them in there, I'm not going to give myself advantage or disadvantage. It'll just be contesting rolls. It's one by one you begin to kill the 8 guys that are asleep down there, okay? Yeah. This will call the numbers of this, and these will be... some of them will be the scouts or whatever, right? And some of them will be like the pirate thugs or whatever, right? And then I'll figure out who's left over, and then I'm going to throw everybody else up on deck. You guys will put yourself in a position, and then we'll just we'll throw down, right?
I'm really worried about those Mambalan warriors, though. If they're asleep, we should definitely try to get them first.
There's a few of them that are asleep. You want to try to kill those guys first?
Yeah.
I'll say 3 of them are asleep. Let me look at the crew. Let me look at the crew manifest again. Be real technical about it.
All right. Hey Zim, what's your stealth mod?
Plus 11.
All right, so we're both equal on that front too. All right, that's good. So I mean, the lowest I can roll is a 12. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right?
Exactly.
So he's the captain. He also has a first mate. They're both awake right during the day. There's 12 bandits, 2 thugs, and 5 Fulton warriors. I'm gonna say 3 of the warriors are asleep. Okay.
All right.
And the rest of them are bandits, right? Of the 8, right? So we have 5 bandits that are asleep. The 3 of the 3 Chelton warriors. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start making the rolls.
All right.
Let me pull up the back button. This is versus the warriors, since you want to kill the warriors first. They have a +0 mod. Roll a 15.
Then He could have beat mine.
So
I got 21.
The scratch, you kill the first tribal warrior. Now Zen is up, correct?
Yes.
So Zen, I make a roll. I roll a 17. Roll a natural 20. Zen, how do you slit the guy's throat and gain inspiration by doing so? Enough to the time for waiting is over. Trying to like do some like elaborate scheme for like some other ship or whatever. It's time to take matters into your own hands.
Well, since
You gotta take this adventure, balls by the throat, man.
It's like I take a pillow and kind of like stuff it into his face, so as he tries to scream, and then kind of just put the dagger in and then slit it all the way up, like all across his like face.
Like the blood and camaraderies like begin to do it, but as you like put the pillow over him. All right, so this is the last warrior down there. Scratch, you roll it up.
All right.
I rolled pretty low. I don't even think I can pass.
The lowest I can roll is a 12.
Yeah, so you kill him. Now we have the bandits. We have 5 bandits, so this is the first bandit, right? For
All
Zen.
right.
Roll it up.
All right.
Your turn.
14. Right. So you just have to roll. So that's 1 bandit down. Scratch. This is bandit number 2. Rolling 18. I'm rolling pretty well, but you guys are just...
Oh, no. Yep, I failed.
Natural 1. So this is bandit 2. You guys are below deck. There's 4 bandits. They get up, they get armed, and this is where shit gets thrown down. Okay, so right now, Zen and Scratch are going to be below deck, slitting the throats of the pirates. There's 4 down there. The rest of the crew is upstairs.
None of them have like none of them know anything else other than the ones downstairs, right?
Do you guys want to do the battle now or next week?
Do we level up first?
Probably next week, most likely.
Let me see what... well, now that you guys... So I'm going to say, if you're able to commandeer the ship, you guys will level up. But it's probably going to be a pretty lengthy fight. It'll probably take about an hour to do. But I think we should start it off next week. And that way I put you guys below deck and everything like that, too.
So I have a quick question about the fight before it starts.
Sure.
In regards to the sleeping bandits, they weren't wearing their armor, right?
No. The bandits are they just wear leather armor, and their AC is only 12. Their AC goes to 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you should have an advantage on initiative, and you should be able to finish a couple of them.
I'm sorry. With leather armor, they can wear that. It's just light armor they can wear when they're sleeping. So yes, they wear their armor.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. All right. I'm totally not going to use that against you.
I mean, they just woke up, so I assume that these guys still have advantage. They can go ahead first, right, and kill a couple of them before they even get going, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's his choice.
I'm going to roll. We'll do alternating initiative. There'll be a huge initiative count, right? There's going to be like 20 guys. But it'll be a pretty epic battle. But like, you guys might be able to take over the ship.
People upstairs don't know what's happening downstairs.
Yeah, not yet, right?
So
it's creating a lot of noise. I mean, they get up, they hear, like, Scratch failed the roll. He rolled a natural 1, guys. So one of the pirates wakes up, screams like, hey, these guys are slitting people's throats, and it starts the initiative count. People are getting up. These guys are still kind of like pirates. They're on edge. They're looking for other ships. You know, they scream below deck, and just for simplicity's sake, the battle begins. Because that was the stealth roll, right, Zen? The stealth roll was failed, so triggers the initiative.
Okay, because I was thinking they were actually so they.
I'm gonna just, for simplicity's sake, everybody's put together. Like hostile actions, like it just because otherwise it's too complex. Like the next room triggers, and it's like the next room triggers.
At the bare minimum, I think we should have some sort of advantage to initiative because I mean, like they'd be just reacting, right? They'd be running around trying to figure out
here's what I'll do is if you guys can kill what did I say? There's 4 guys left, right?
No.
I said there's 4 because you were able to kill. I'm sorry, 3, right? There's actually 3 bandits. I'll say then yes, then we won't begin the initiative count, but you have to kill them in 1 round.
Oh, but are they surprised since they like kind of literally just...
No, because you failed the stealth roll.
Okay, so they're not
if
surprised.
Yeah, because I mean they're asleep and you're not. And like I said, there's multiple guys in there sleeping, but I'm not rolling with advantage because every time you're slitting someone's throat, like it's still kind of loud, and it's not like the most quietest of things, but it's like you rolled the natural 20 before. It's like it was really quiet, and then sometimes the guy struggles a lot more. He knocks over like his mug of beer onto the next guy over or something. We don't know the exact details, you know. So, but I'll make that as a concession where it's like if you're able to film off in one round, then Zen and Scratch can go upstairs. Otherwise, they scream and then like they inquire more about it, and we'll put out everybody in the initiative game.
And even above decks, we'd be much more prepared and ready than the other guys. I mean, they were just kind of reacting to the situation. That's what I was really trying to point out.
Yeah, how it works for that way, Rune, like what I like to do now, it's like we saw what happened with Orion, is you just get advantage on the initiative roll.
Right.
But we do alternating of initiative, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal, guys. You guys are ready. You guys are the curse crushers. You can handle it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how...
Odo's sitting there like pancaking hags left and right, and you guys are like twiddling your thumbs for days. Yeah. Odo, you need to roll 2 D100s again, right?
Okay.
See if the king dies. You're like twiddling your thumbs this whole session.
King dies, man. Well, that's because Scratch... not Scratch. What was his name? Chef decided to do a naked strip dance. So.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Hey, I wanted some amusement.
One last one, Odo.
Like,
eventually you will roll.
I was like, I want some amusement.
Eventually, Odo, Destiny will catch up and you will roll that 3, and the king will die.
King will die.
What king?
Not this time.
Yeah, I know we cut the game early a little bit. We have games for the next 3 weeks, though, guys. So also think about during this week. Yeah, you guys are probably going to take over the ship. Yeah, I'm thinking that this will be a pretty cool combat. But think about what if you guys are able to take over the ship. What are you guys going to do then? You know, I know you guys said you want to go back to Port Naranzaro, but you guys can go. There's so many places to go and do anything. Yeah, you can collect reward from one of the ship's captains for sure.
We definitely want to have to deal with the pirates first because that's going to get rid of all the issues of flying around. Then we can go wherever we want without any worries about being raided.
Yeah, Port Naranzaro first, right after we capture it, and then we get reinforcements and go.
Yep.
Pirates.
Or we could do this as a merchant. And I know this wasn't the original plan, but I literally just thought of this. We could sell the location of the pirate hideout to the princes.
That's the thing about this adventure, guys, is it's very open. Like, there's 1,000 different paths you can take. But what I'm trying to get you guys involved with a little bit more is there's so many awesome locations in this adventure, and they're all on the map. I put them on to you. Like, awesome dungeons that you guys can go to. And they have lots of treasure, rewards. Like, that's what this ancient place of Chult has. Or you can just fly right down to the south, because you guys know where the lost city of Omo is, too. Remember, you guys learned that from the Serpent Lady. So we
got to do the side quests first, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of side quests and things like that, too. You guys also have the staff part now. But with an airship, you can travel very quickly. It probably takes you only a day or two to travel from one part of Chult to the other. You know?
Although I find it really funny that they haven't discovered Zen's been out yet.
They did. I mean, they have by now, obviously, but like they can't do anything. You guys are on a flying airship somewhere.
What did you think happened? He just magically escaped?
Yeah, they don't know what the fuck happened. He turned into
I bet that's gonna be a highlight.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I bet that's gonna be a highlight.
I like it.
Fucking, that was fucking smart. My one brain cell was like, wait a second. When my one brain cell actually works, it works.